from a manual, which will help you to familiarise yourself with all of the items that you're going to be creating and all of the products that you need, including tools and findings and threads. You'll also get a DVD and step-by-step project cards. These cards and the DVD will give you the chance to be able to create a wonderful arrangement of different items of jewellery. Plus, you'll also get a free pack of tools. These will be everything you need to get started. So, getting started with the Jewellery Maker couldn't be easier. So why not give it a go today? Jewellery Maker, your one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker Studio, Ivy House, Henley Road, Studley, B80 7DU, and make sure you don't forget your customer number. Get making and good luck. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. It's easy to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 65,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker.
If you have a question or a query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates through items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
You can watch our Jewellery Maker show every day on our website by clicking the Watch and Buy Online link in the top right-hand corner of our homepage. Now book Jewellery Maker workshops online. Just head over to our Jewellery Maker website and click on the workshop link. We have a wide range of workshops from beginner to intermediate, covering a variety of mediums. Once you've found a workshop you would like to attend, simply click on the Book Now button, fill in the required fields, and then press Continue. This will take you through to the payment page. If you have any questions, you can contact our workshop coordinator at any time by emailing workshop@jewellerymaker.com. We look forward to seeing you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Did you know no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging? Select our standard delivery for just $3.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for $5.95. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Hello, welcome back. It is Sunday, it's the Jewellery Maker Late Show, and I'm joined today by the gorgeous Linda!
Just made it.
Just made it, just made it. The last time I saw Linda, she was chasing a giant hornet out of the studio. I'm very grateful we've not seen that today.
Yeah, but we are, yeah, absolutely. It was huge, wasn't it?
It was massive, it was enormous. Put it in a pint glass and it pretty much filled the pint glass, didn't it?
Yeah,
It's horrible.
pints of hornet.
Oh, there was me screaming down the corridor. Not very professional at all. Now, I was trying to show Linda these a moment ago. There is an issue because I dropped one.
Oh dear.
And we don't know where it is. But you will be getting 3. This is one of my star buys coming a little bit later on. They are stunning. But I tilted it like this. There should be another one, basically the same size as this one. But they are Ethiopian opals, they're cabs, they are absolutely beautiful, and hopefully we will find the third one. These are the 3 that should be.
Come on,
This is
wherever
it.
you are.
We've got
keepers?
Lucy's going through the bin just in case I dropped it into the bin. We think it might have ended up there, but we're not quite sure. That's one of my star buys. I do have to show you this star buy. Is it actually in the bin? Do we think it is in the bin? I don't think so. That's it. An opal in a banana skin. Also, it's been so long since I've seen one of these. They are fabulous. We've had pearl scoops before, haven't we? But this is actually a gemstone pear scoop.
Oh, beautiful.
They really are, aren't they?
Wow.
You've got an amazing selection. I can't guarantee what you're going to get in the scoop, but look at these. Bit of emerald there from the look of it. Bit of Ethiopian, no, not Ethiopian, so Peruvian opal. Bit of labradorite. Now this is again one of my star buys. It's coming up at past. So let's get started, shall we? Have you been enjoying the weather, Linda, darling? My garden's not surviving. I think all my roses have died.
Yeah, just about everything's not surviving in my world,
Really?
including me. Yeah, we're just not used to it, are we? I don't want it to go away. Don't get me wrong.
No, it's
I don't want
fantastic.
it to go away. But like Derek just said, just a drop of rain overnight, perfect. But it's lovely to wake up in the morning, isn't it, and have a guaranteed barbecue day.
Bear with me a second, honey. I'm not ignoring you, I
No,
promise.
I know that, my
I'm picking
darling.
up the wrong
Oh,
one.
that's all right. Oh, I'm glad you picked those up.
Yes. It is barbecue weather, although it's the kind of weather that you could actually just, stick an egg on the floor and it'd cook.
True. Yeah, a bit like
Have you
that.
ever attempted that?
I tell you where I did. What's the name of it? Just in the Nevada desert, not far outside of Vegas.
Yeah.
Death Valley.
Did it
Tried to
work?
make there. Yeah. Oh yeah. Within 10 seconds.
Really?
Yeah. Honestly.
On a rock or on
Yeah,
a car?
no, on a rock. Yeah, on a rock. Yeah, amazing, isn't it? Yeah, you can just go there for your holidays and you don't have to take anything, just a box of eggs to survive.
Looking at going camping soon, so maybe we'll just go there.
I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. I think it's about 50 degrees
Ooh.
most of the time and 40 degrees at night, so it's hot.
Yeah, I'm not sleeping now, so I wouldn't sleep then.
No.
Now this is a gorgeous hot gemstone. Talking of hot, it's 120 carats tanzanite. Tanzanite, as we all know, is this generation's gemstone, but take a look at the colour. This one's beautiful, isn't it?
It's stunning. This is the one I always refer to as Liz Taylor's eyes to describe the colour, because it's that bright violet blue.
Yeah.
That is unmistakably tanzanite. I can't think of anything else that's got that colour hue.
No, absolutely not. And it's down to the fact it's from the orthorhombic crystal system. So depending on how you cut the gemstone, you'll see more of one colour than another. So you can either see more of the blues coming through or you can see more of the purples. And this one, they've cut it in a really nice way. So you're actually seeing a really deep, rich violet. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Absolutely stunning. I love tanzanite in chips because I think when you make your jewellery with these, the depth of that colour in chips, because you've got so many of them, the depth of colour is amazing.
It's sumptuous, isn't it?
Yeah, completely. And I think a strand of chips and nuggets is brilliant for tanzanite. And particularly these, they're very spiky, which
They're
is what I
very
like.
affordable
Yeah.
as well.
Incredibly
£10.
affordable. Absolutely stunning. I was in Johannesburg airport a couple of years ago. Actually a year ago. And obviously there's lots of tanzanite in South Africa. And in the airport there, they had got, amongst other tanzanite windows, they got one window which had got a very heavy tanzanite chip necklace,
Okay.
right? So it was probably 12 strands, slightly graduated. And I think I translated the rands into English pounds, and it was something like £350.
Wow.
You know, and okay, that's in an airport, you know, captive audience,
Yeah.
and a stone that they absolutely adore over there.
That's it. I mean, just a simple strand necklace with just one strand would look really fetching with this particular colour. But to actually
the
have
colour,
the
the colour
layers.
is so incredibly beautiful.
It's the amount you're getting in this as well. I mean, for £10, 120 carats. Let me just straighten this out for a moment, because it is technically, I say a double strand, but it's 98 centimetres, which is what, nearly 3 strands worth?
Oh yes. Yeah,
So
yeah,
you're
yeah,
getting
yeah,
a massive, massive, massive amount. Love it. I'm going to leave those few there with you. What was the next one, my lovely? 15? Oh, 16, sorry. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Oh, wow.
A little bit garnet.
Wow.
Garnet.
That's so
Love
sparkly.
this.
There's an unusual sparkle on that for garnet. isn't
Yeah.
there? I think it's the cut, you know. Those little coins, they're beautiful.
It is. I mean, the cut's perfect for this because it's got such a deep, rich colour anyway. So when a cutter cuts a gemstone, particularly your coloured gemstone, it's not so much about the weight. Obviously, they sell per carat, but the most important factor is about the colour and bringing that colour out. So with a diamond, it's more about the brilliance. With a gemstone like this, it's about the colour. So what they've done here is they've seen it's a deep, rich, dark, gorgeous, sumptuous, almost a plummy red, and they've made these gorgeous coins with a surface that catches the light perfectly. So instead of getting brilliance, you get scintillation and you get this luster from the top of them. But because of the way they've been shaped as well, you can see that incredible deep, rich plumminess, and it allows just enough light through to show the colour rather than it looking more of a black.
Oh, it's a definite red. Definite red,
Yeah.
definitely. It's like rhodolite garnet red, isn't it?
It absolutely is. Absolutely is. Where's the location? If it's Indian, so it is rhodolite garnet.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
£6.95.
Wow.
That is a bargain.
That, they would make the most amazing tumble earrings,
Yes.
upper length, shoulder, sort of brushing the shoulder.
Very elegant.
Very, very elegant, using a very fine, perhaps gold or sterling silver, 0.4 or even a 0.25, and just rosary link and put about 5 or 6 drops. Be absolutely stunning.
Yeah, that would be beautiful.
Really stunning.
Always love the colour of
I think
this
you need the
particular stone.
movement with these in particular, to be honest. I think that's where the sheer beauty, because they've got a lot of clarity, haven't they?
Yes, they do, and because they are quite, I'm going to say fine in regard of slices. They're not fine. If it was a round, it'd just be completely black.
Yes.
It'd be so dark you wouldn't see. So you've got this lovely slender slither, and because of that, you are getting the light going through to see that. I mean, look at that.
They're beautiful. They really are beautiful. I mean, I will sort of put it out there that I think those are virtually, for a garnet, almost gem quality.
They are fabulous.
Yeah.
Absolutely fabulous. Love the side as well, because you can actually work around it. Bit of a bezel setting on there because of the depth. Beautiful. Now, what shall I bring you next? How about some Amazonite? Oh, love Amazonite.
Oh, that's a
so.
beautiful colour. Gosh, that's deep, isn't it, for Amazonite?
That's a really unusual colour for Amazonite.
It is.
So Amazonite is normally, it is a green, but this is more of a bluey green, isn't it?
What's the location for these?
That's what I want to know myself. Peru.
I almost said perhaps Russian, but they're obviously Peru. No, that's
Yeah,
sort of a
even-
Larimar-y
Yeah,
colour, isn't
yeah.
it? Of the best quality Larimar.
Even the Russian has more of a greeny tone to them.
Yeah.
These are exquisite. Have they got any treatment to them? They're
Wow,
natural.
they're
Okay.
beautiful.
See, I would have expected that kind of colour to be a dyed colour, but that's really impressive.
It is.
And yeah, you're absolutely spot on. It is more of a Larimar colour.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a real summer gemstone, isn't it?
It's brilliant. I've not actually seen this kind of coloration in Amazonite before. I love it. Absolutely love it. That would look beautiful with some Peruvian opal,
Oh, yes.
the sky blue opal.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think opal against Amazonite is probably, you know, a match in heaven, actually.
Yeah, it really is.
Because of the qualities, particularly of that the quality of that Amazonite. It's so highly polished. It's beautiful.
£16.95 if you want to get your hands on this one. It is exquisite, there's no question about it. The colour is just, it's sumptuous. Again, it's sumptuous.
Yeah, it makes you want to be on holiday, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really
when
does.
You're looking at beautiful.
Yeah, it really, really does.
I think that goes stunningly beautifully with pearls as well. Certainly with pearls, it look fantastic.
You got any holidays planned?
We've got a couple coming up, back end of August and September, Portugal and France.
Very nice.
Yeah, looking
very,
forward
very
to
nice. Going to Whitby.
Yes, you are, aren't you? Yes.
I like Whitby.
Have some fish and chips.
Have some fish and chips and go scouring the bay for
Yeah,
jet.
yes, for jet. I found some jet in Whitby when
Did
I was a little,
you?
only when I was a little girl. I didn't know what I found, but it was jet because my mum loved jet. It's like a petrified wood, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a petrified monkey puzzle tree.
And she took it to a jeweller because she loved it and she was really hoping that it was jet, and it was.
One of the reasons I wanted to do the gemology qualification is to find out how you would tell a jet.
Exactly. I would have no idea about that.
The best way to do it, which unfortunately is a damaging way of doing it, is if you've got a rough ceramic, you drag it across it and it leaves what's known as a smudge line.
Oh, okay.
And it's normally a brown. So
Okay, it's a bit like running a diamond on glass.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it leaves a brown smudge line, whereas if you go for a Mexican opal, it's more likely to leave a black line.
Okay.
So
I'll remember that next time I'm in Whitby scouring the beach.
Yeah.
Let me know if you find some.
I shall.
We'll do
I shall.
that
I got
test.
a basket, not a basket, a little bag of what I did think. This is years ago, many years ago. None of it's jet.
No, I must admit, it was a child find. You see, it was just something I was just always. Even now, we love looking for shells. And I just happened to pick this up, and my mum thought, oh, I wonder if that's jet. And it was. Probably more of it then, to be honest, 150 years ago than there is.
Well, it's supposed to be the best time to find it is after a storm, because the weathered rocks from the cliff face are more likely to, because it's in the rock face.
Yeah, so it's a bit like the amber thing as well, isn't it? The storm's bringing it in.
Now, going from one gemstone to a completely different one, from a completely different part of the world, this is your Chinese peridot. Look at the depth of green on this. It's almost neon, isn't it?
It's superb.
Oh.
I mean, to be honest, the peridot that was coming out of China a year ago was got little bits of black inclusions in it.
Yeah.
I know that Steve Bennett, who started Jewellery Maker, went over there and he wouldn't make a purchase.
No.
And but it's now coming back to as it was actually with all these. I mean, this is presumably Changbai peridot, or
Probably.
well, it's certainly
It's either
Chinese,
Henan or
isn't
Changbai, isn't it?
Yeah, Hunan or Changbai, yeah. And it's again like the tanzanite. Having that violet blue, which is unmistakable. I don't honestly think there's a green gemstone that has this green of peridot. Little bits in Pretty Night. What?
How much did she say?
That's crazy.
£14.95, and that's it.
And that quality. Wow, beautiful little teardrops as well. Again, that long earring or the tassel drop.
Absolutely.
Superb.
Oh! That is a
That is
beautiful strand for the price that you're getting. Oh my goodness me.
Absolutely it is. That is real quality, that.
I'm quite shocked by how low she's gone there, in
aren't
fairness. But you're talking about the spots that are in the gemstone. This is it. We can't get a continuous supply of the same quality all the way through. So when you do see a high quality, it's the same for all gemstones, because we're working with a natural source at the end of the day. So it's just like a fine wine, isn't it?
Exactly.
One year it can be a fantastic year, and the next year it could be almost like vinegar.
Yeah,
so it's about getting it when you can.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's absolutely delicious, that is.
Yeah, it really is.
Mouth-wateringly beautiful.
Don't eat it.
Oh, no, I wouldn't do that.
Don't eat it.
Wear it.
What was the next one, my lovely? Ooh! Lapis. Technically a rock, not a gemstone. That's what they classify it as.
Wow.
I say it's a gemstone, though, because of the beauty. Beauty, durability.
Right, so if it's a gemstone, if it was a rock, would it be a mineral, or are they both mineral?
It's all made up of minerals, isn't it? But the actual definition of a rock is an aggregate of a collection of minerals.
Okay.
So it's lazulite, pyrite and calcite together.
Right.
Therefore, it's a rock.
Well, as far as I know, this is the prettiest rock I've ever seen.
Exactly.
I don't honestly think, in all the years I've been at Jewellery Maker, I don't think I've seen such an exquisite lapis, so deep and midnighty and sparkly.
See, the thing is, it comes from Afghanistan, and it's
Wow.
renowned that Afghanistan has some of the finest quality. And they even think, and this is one of those rumours, so who knows, but they even think it's the original source that the Egyptians used to.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But it literally has been mined there for thousands of years.
Wow.
And the quality is just stunning.
Stunning,
Even
isn't
in the
it?
Gem A handbook, when you're looking through the gemstones, it's saying about Afghanistan being one of the
If
finest
you'd have asked
qualities.
me exactly what that was prior to saying what it was, to be honest, I wouldn't have said it was lapis. It's too deep. It's too
It's almost like
purpley
sapphire,
blue.
isn't
Yeah,
it?
exactly. It's sapphire blue, and the little twinkles of gold that are coming out on it are absolutely wonderful. Beautiful with pearls again.
It's a stunning one with pearls.
Oh, they're gorgeous.
I've got some fantastic blue pearls coming up for you later on. I've got sky blue and I've also got electric blue, which I think you would love.
Oh, they're beautiful.
If you love this blue that you're seeing here, you're going to love those as well. Oh,
Well, it was
so
peridot last
somebody
week or the
said,
week before, wasn't
were
it?
you?
Yeah, it was peridot a couple of weeks ago, the Hawaiian volcano.
Yeah, that's olivine.
Yeah?
So peridot
Oh,
is
right, okay.
olivine. Yeah.
Okie dokie, that's it
So
then,
apparently
yeah.
the Hawaiian volcano has been erupting peridot, or
Yeah.
also known as olivine. That's brilliant. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it's been doing it for a few weeks now, apparently. And if you can get close enough, you'll come back with a hat full of peridot.
Oh!
Don't try
Book
that.
me
Don't
a
try that.
holiday.
Don't try that.
Book me a holiday. Can you imagine that raining
Yeah,
peridot?
it is raining peridot. Yeah, absolutely. Amazing.
That's brilliant.
Absolutely amazing, isn't it? I mean, it's just amazing. How
When you
it's
actually
just
say that, it's just it
doesn't
sounds
make
so
sense, does it?
far-fetched,
Yeah,
doesn't
exactly.
it?
Yeah,
But
completely.
absolutely. So peridot is the only other gemstone apart from diamond that forms in the mantle of the earth. So the way it comes up is through kimberline pipes, which is what the volcanoes have. So obviously it's tearing the peridot up as the lava's coming up, and that's why it's a shame it's not doing diamonds.
Oh, yeah, it is really, but I'll stick with peridot. I'll I'm not going to be too greedy.
Well, I'm going to be
You can
greedy
do
on
the
diamonds and peridot.
next year. You can do the diamonds.
Yes, please, Hawaii next year, diamonds. Goodness me. Can you imagine that going on holiday, coming back with a load of peridot?
No, absolutely, and no real. The volcano's doing the whole of the work for you as well.
Yeah.
Amazing. It's amazing, this planet.
It really is. I think that's where the fascination of gemstones come from, because it's the
Absolutely.
planet that is creating these
Yeah,
amazing
exactly.
things. But we loved lapis lazuli many, many years ago, and we still love it today.
I mean, that seriously is a stunning strand of lapis. And you're saying back, it probably will be the same seam, if you like, from the ancient Egyptians, because in Tutankhamun's casket and tomb and
Yeah, that was
everything,
lapis, wasn't it?
there's a
And
lot
gold.
of deep blue
Yeah.
lapis in that, and then you get the paler blues coming out, but this deep blue one is definitely, there's a big one, I think, in the crown. And you can imagine Cleopatra grinding
it.
that down for the colour that
Yeah.
you use for her. And also, the paintings there, they can date paintings now, can't they, to when we discovered the blue pigment.
Okay.
And prior to that date, they can actually specify now, that certain date, it would only have been ground down lapis, and then we discovered how to make the pigment. So they can date paintings when they've got this vibrant blue in it.
Well, the lapis is in the Sistine Chapel, isn't it?
It is, yes, it absolutely
In
is.
the
ceiling, yeah.
That's amazing. Now, next up. Ooh, hello. Going from one gemstone that's blue to another. After doing the opal thing.
Yeah, be careful. We're looking for... Ooh,
Literally
hand
within
opals.
5 minutes of being in the studio, I managed to lose one of the most important opals that there are. Do we have a... I'm useless. I'm absolutely useless. Have we got a little grey pad? Because this is going to get lost on the black because of the depth of colour. Look at this, though. Sapphire. Micro-faceted sapphire. I promise you will get 20. Promise I won't lose one. 140 carats of blue sapphire, microfaceted rondelles, and they're beautiful, aren't they? When you look at the way that light catches them. That's actually quite a large aperture. For the size of the stone, you just watch it when it comes round.
Oh, yeah.
There. That's a good size.
I mean, just if you've got a sterling silver or a gold-plated sterling silver, fine. They are drilled, aren't they?
Yes, yeah,
yeah,
drilled.
yeah, they're drilled. That's what you meant by aperture.
I'm just going to pop them on there.
Just, just one of those on a sterling silver fine head pin, or a gold, a real gold-plated sterling silver head pin, would look so different, wouldn't they? Just the one on a very fine one, but it would have to be, I think, fairly long.
Are you thinking of it being earrings?
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be really nice.
Earrings. Obviously, channel set. Anybody who's really good at channel setting into a sort of a tennis bracelet. What?
What? £5 for sapphire.
They're Thai sapphire as well, aren't they? Wow.
Thai
which means
sapphire.
A really deep colour.
That's ridiculous. So you're getting for £5 20 individual micro-faceted stunning sapphires, great aperture through the centre. Love it. So far, everyone who's bought one has bought two.
Yeah, I think you'll be really pleased with these actually when you come to use them. I mean, it's astonishing that there's a drill hole through them.
I know, and it's like I said, a really good size one as well.
Exactly, and if you can, I would certainly multi-buy on these because we don't get these very often at all, do we?
No.
But it's what always makes me sort of go quite breathless is the fact that how have we got these sapphire like this? From when you think that they have to be hewn out of the ground, etc., and then they're delivered to us. Like there must be so much work.
There absolutely is.
I mean, these are exquisite sapphires. It's not like we'll have that as a little bit of it's a little bit excess off so and so. These are exquisitely cherry picked, from what I can tell. And you can say that it makes your eyes hurt. How do you think? How on earth would you drill them?
Well, it's not just the drilling, it's the faceting.
The faceting, yes.
And they're extremely good. I've seen them faceting gemstones, really small gemstones. They're so quick. So quick.
Wow.
There's a lot of skill and effort that goes into being a lapidrist.
Wow. I mean, they would look stunning either side of a pearl, again, on an earring, wouldn't they? Channel set into a ring, tennis bracelet. But, a lovely little round pearl sandwiched in between of those sapphires would be stunning as an earring. And a very valuable one as well. I mean, gemstones are valuable. They have a value.
Do you know a lapidrist is only the name given to someone who cuts coloured gemstones?
Really?
If they cut diamonds, they are a crossworker or a brilliantier. It's split into two.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So a crossworker and a brilliantier, and they do the different sections. But a lapidrist is specifically for coloured gemstones.
Wow. Is there a different name because of diamond being the hardest? I don't mean hardest in difficulty. I mean the hardest mineral that we have.
I think it's down to the fact that it's a completely different, if we want to call it a manufacturing process, it's completely different from mining it because you can use any grade of diamond.
Yes.
Because in the industry, you've got sandpaper, which has got diamond grit on and things like that.
Yes.
The equivalent of that.
Yeah.
So you can do anything, but to actually get that perfect, precise cut, it needs to be done by an expert.
Absolutely. Well, these have been done by an expert.
No question about it. They'd never cross over. So a gemstone cutter who cuts coloured specifically does the colours.
Wow.
Oh, and they're always down to the finest.
Absolutely delightful, those are. Let me put them back in for you.
Thank you, because I'm going to get them everywhere. What was the next one, darling? Ooh, is that the one I was eyeing up earlier?
Delicious.
Is there 20 in there?
I think so. Oh, there might be 18, is that all right? Close as I can get.
I've not lost two of them. I'm pointing out, if there is 18 in there, it's not my fault this time.
It takes two to make earrings.
Now, chalcedony.
I love this stone.
It's
mysterious, isn't it? It's a unicorn of a stone to me. It's very mysterious. And it's very magical. It reminds me of the land of unicorns.
It has got that feel to it, doesn't it? Magic and mysticism.
Love it.
And it has got that, mermaids, because it's got that beautiful blue.
All sort of mystical things that you can think of. Fairies, everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. There's a solid lot of silver going around the side of that too.
Yeah, you've actually got the most amazing amount of silver. And it's not like a lot of the bezels where it's flat around the outside, it's actually curved.
Yeah, it is.
So it's beautifully done, and it's done really snug as well.
Yeah, it's lovely.
In fact, with how close that is, you would have expected it to be something like, what do you call it? The electroplated.
Oh, the electroplated.
Yeah, the electroplated.
Yeah.
But it's not. It is a framework that's been set out specifically for this particular gemstone, and it's beautifully sat inside, very snugly. I'm just going to hold the stone for a moment so you can see.
It's beautiful. It's the same both sides as well. So again, you know, if you can multi-buy, fantastic pair of earrings.
You've
But I
also got
quite
your
like how
925.
set because it's slightly opaque,
Yes.
etc. I think it's a nice gemstone against the skin.
It's got that translucency,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
a slight amount of light goes
Yeah.
in. It actually scatters the light, which gives it that haziness, which is beautiful.
So on a sterling silver chain, it would look beautiful. You know that
Oh, it
piece of
would.
jewellery that you
Yeah.
wear virtually all the time, and then you take it off in the evening if you're going somewhere. Really, I'm not saying that that isn't an evening swish piece of jewellery, but it's the sort of thing that you could leave on, and it would work with everything. Everything, every colour, everything.
Again, it's got that kind of holiday feel to it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. No, it's really beautiful, really gentle and subtle.
Yeah, I like that. Mike apparently is going on holiday tomorrow. Where are you going, Mike? Oh, very nice. Oh, oh, I like Lou. Oh. Mike's going to a cabin by the lake, somewhere near Lou.
That sounds like a book title, Mike.
The Cabin,
A Cabin by the Lake.
Is it a horror book title though, or a romance book
Oh
title?
no, it sounds a bit sort of as if something bad could happen. Hope it doesn't, Mike. I'm not saying that's about you, but you know.
It's going to be amazing, Mike. It'll be amazing. Me and Linda won't be standing outside the cabin making funny noises. That would be horrific,
Yeah,
wouldn't
you're
it?
in one window, I'm
Happy
in the other.
holidays.
He's off.
£10.95. That's a lot of silver that you're getting actually
Yeah,
when you're
this is
thinking
stunning,
about
yeah.
the price.
A fantastic
£10.95.
purchase for a present, isn't it? For the present draw. Absolutely.
I'd really like to see it as a choker.
Yeah, like a Victoria on a piece of velvet, or on a velvet.
Velvet,
yeah,
yeah.
velvet choker.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Beautiful.
Absolutely. Pair of earrings, they look beautiful as well. Love the look of that. Now I've got a flower. The only one that's not died in my garden.
This one won't ever die.
The flower, the roses came out, they were so beautiful. They're like,
No, and now they just go, don't they? Yeah,
they're all
no,
withered
it's a
and
shame.
gold plated 925 sterling silver spring flower, which will not wilt in the heat, thankfully. 18 by 21 millimetres. I like the stripes.
Yeah, it's just got some texture, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, some interest. Again, you know, just on a little charm bracelet or a part of a charm necklace or just a single pendant drop from a necklace or again earrings.
I like the idea of earrings because of the
whatever
size.
you can work with that. It's not too big for earrings and it's not too small for a pendant.
Yep, that's very true. £6.95. How much silver are you getting in this? That's a good amount. 2.6 grams of sterling silver is in this. So again, a lot of silver. And then of course you've got the gold plating over the surface there. So that's normally 18 karat gold plating over the top. And if you want me to turn that around, you can see you've got the there it is, just there, the stamped 925 sterling silver. So it's already been stamped for you.
You know, with these as well, you can put a jump ring onto the little sort of soldered jump ring there. And then on that jump ring, you can say those little sapphires or some tiny gemstones and drop them behind the flower as like a curtain. And then another jump ring into the jump ring that you just popped in and pop onto a necklace. That's a really pretty look, that is. It's almost like if there's a flower in the rain. It's really pretty.
Oh, that's a really nice idea. Now that's brought us perfectly to our star buy. It's already there, it's star buy time. Scoop, there it is.
Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. I've actually, only today by email, I've requested if I can, in a kit for a certain days, a scoop.
Oh.
Yeah, because there's such a lot that you can do. Because I'm a great believer in thinking gemstone works with gemstone, so it's irrelevant what the gemstones are, they all will work together.
Yeah.
or obviously you can pick out specials for pendants and things like that. I mean, I can see a pair of earrings there straight away.
Lapis.
It makes a really interesting, very contemporary piece of jewellery as well. It's a mismatch of coloured gemstones as a, in this particular case, you'd have it literally as like a charm necklace and just willy-nilly hang them there. And you can sort of, don't make it very asymmetric, in other words, don't think about it, just pop them on, and anything in your stash you can pop in as well, and you make something that's really quite modern, quite catwalky.
I like the excitement of a scoop.
Exactly.
Because you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah, recognise the gemstone. It's a great, it's fun, that is.
It's also the fact that you might actually get dragged out of your comfort zone because there are gemstones that you may never have bought before and never even considered buying before, and all of a sudden they're there, and you have the opportunity to work with them, see what the textures are, see what the colour interaction is, and actually branch out into something a little bit different than what you're used to, which is really quite exciting.
It's like emerald, is it, that one?
This one is
Or is it
labradorite.
No, it's labradorite, yeah, I can see it now.
Beautiful bit of labradorite. That's a little subtle one. It's brilliant. And that one looks like it's...
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's stunning. Under £10. That is one of those prices that if you are not yet experienced with different types of gemstones, if you stick to the same one each time, like quite a few of us have done in the past, get out your comfort zone. £10. £10.
Absolutely. I mean, we've got some sunstone in there, some amethyst in there, something that looks possibly like a deep lemon quartz or something going on there. What would you say that one is?
See, it looks coated.
Yeah.
So it's either a selenite that's been coated, potentially, because we've got some of that coming up a little bit later on, actually, or it is a quartz that's been coated. That's really nice, though.
Opal's a beauty. That's a
Yes,
beauty.
no, look at this opal.
Yeah. I mean, every one is, as obviously as it says, a pear shape, so it's like a teardrop, and they're top drilled, presumably, every one. Which means that you have got, if you sell your jewellery, you can make up the same design, i.e. just a simple chain and the teardrop, and you've got an awful lot of, I mean, I'm not sure how many's in there, but there's got to be 20. There's a lot,
4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 4, 5.
So if you've got 25
approximately
single solitaire drops, you know, and if you sold, you wouldn't sell them under £8.95 each without a shadow of a doubt.
No. Now, there may be more in your scoop, there may be less. It's all down to the size. You're guaranteed 145 carats in total. So if they are a slightly smaller size, you may even get something like 30.
And I think that's absolutely brilliant for, you know, if you do craft fairs, you know, at schools, hospitals, things like that. That's and it's always a highly saleable item. A single, no messing pendant drop on a silver chain is sort of what I call bread and butter of jewellery purchasing, because there's nothing that people don't dislike. And if you can recognise the gemstone and just put a little note on it and say what it is, then all the better.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Now, next up, I'm going to bring to you... You'll have to say that again, my lovely. Ooh! On the... Yep, I've spotted them. I've spotted them. Oh, yes. Wheels! I think you'll really like this.
I do really love them. I really do. Oh, beautiful.
We're looking at olivine again.
This calibre of peridot is something different. It's something else, isn't
It's
it?
really bright. It's really bright. That is, I want to say a lime green, but it's brighter than a lime green.
Yeah,
Lime
I think
green's
it
quite
is.
dark,
I think
isn't
it's
it?
quite unique, this green. I think it should be called peridot green.
Yeah.
Definitely, because I can't think of anything else.
Well, I was thinking
that
Granny
is
Smith
that.
apple, but even that's not quite as
No, it's a
vivid as
bit
this.
more yellowy, isn't it, the Granny Smith? And that. Yeah, no, I think peridot green is very unique.
Now, this is why we like getting our peridot from a couple of locations. The USA is one because they have fantastic peridot. China is another because, again, it's all about the colour definition. There are other locations around the world where the peridot is a little bit more like a khaki green or a chartreuse, sort of a yellowy green. But they've got this intense, bright, vivid, stunning, almost a neon green. It's exquisite. And it's going under £10.
Wow.
Which, again, is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Wow. All it is. With peridot, it's a birthstone, isn't it?
It is a birthstone. It's August birthstone.
It is a gemstone of note.
But it's one of the stones that people know, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. A friend of mine, her daughter, got engaged last year, and she had a peridot engagement ring.
Brilliant.
And it's absolutely beautiful. You see it immediately. Immediately, you see this gorgeous green twinkling on a finger.
That's it, and not as many people have gone for a green as, say, a sapphire, because obviously with the royal weddings, the sapphire was quite prominent, wasn't it? I think it's about time that we bring the green back.
Well, I think that, I don't know this for a fact, but I think green is one of the slightly lesser liked colours. If you ask somebody what colour, more people will mention perhaps blue than green. But this is something, as I say, it should be put out on a limb, this peridot green, because I honestly feel that nobody could dislike that green.
No.
I really don't think.
No.
It's so pretty. And I don't think you can say some greens are pretty, but I think peridot green is really pretty.
I'll stand with you on that one, because I never used to like green particularly, and I still don't particularly like green as a whole, but I love emeralds.
Yeah.
And I love peridot.
Exactly.
And I love jadeite.
Yes, exactly.
All incredible. In fact, shall I bring you some jadeite?
Look how beautiful that will work with the peridot as well.
They are
peridot,
made for each other.
yeah,
A bit of
peridot
emerald in there as well would be amazing.
Absolutely.
Do I have any emerald? Not in this hour, no. I was going to see if there was any emerald in this hour, but there isn't. Just to see the three together. See, look at this.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
That would make an absolutely stunning necklace. So we're now looking at going from one green to another. 300 carats of Burmese jadeite plain rounds.
That's superb. That, to me, is a very, the most simple piece of jewellery that you can ever make is a stretchy bracelet, and that is screaming to be a stretchy. Perhaps with a sterling silver charm on. It's just screaming for it. It's just so incredibly luxurious, isn't it?
I am desperate to make myself a jadeite bracelet.
So luxurious. I mean, the size is perfect. The stones are really uniform in quality as well.
That's what's really lovely about it.
Yeah, it is.
So, if you look at the original jade, because it's jade, it's jadeite jade or nephrite jade. If you look at the original jade from China, it's always nephrite jade until they discovered the jadeite in Burma and they fell in love with it. And that's when they started importing it. It's one of those gemstones. If you think about quality of location, Burma is synonymous with it. It's synonymous for spinel, for ruby, for sapphire, and for your jadeite. It is one of the most amazing locations for those particular gemstones, and you can see why. You were saying about the uniformity of colour.
It's beautiful. I mean, to be honest, we haven't, because of political unrest and things, we haven't been able to get a lot of gemstone out of Burma over recent years. But since we have been fortunate enough to get some, I just think the quality is getting better and better and better. I mean, those are most certainly, without a shadow of a doubt, cherry-picked for each strand. That is a stunning strand of jadeite, and it's a huge strand as well.
It really
There's
is.
something about wearing jadeite. I mean, ask Fleur.
It's really calming.
Yes, she always wears hers. Claire does as well. A lot of our designers do, and it's just such a beautiful, calming, mystical gemstone again. And as I say, I just think it screams to be made into a stretchy bracelet.
£29.95, which is a fantastic price point again for it. Really good quality. Really good quality.
Stunning quality.
I'd like to combine this, not on the same bracelet, but if you're stacking, lepidolite, because that's got the most, or kunzite, if you go for the...
kunzite and jadeite, particularly jadeite of this colour.
Yes.
And kunzite. Makes my mouth water. I want to make that jewellery now. A stacker's beautiful.
Worked really nicely.
Yeah, I think the thing about jadeite, I don't think you need to do much with it. I think it's so stunning. It's got so much personality and an emotion attached to it and within it that I think you just keep it simple and let it just do its thing.
It's really tough as well. It's one of the gemstones that we're not talking about hardness, which is the ability to scratch a gemstone. We're talking about toughness, which is the ability to withstand knocks. And if you're bashing it around, obviously, if you're bashing it around lots, anything's going to break. But it does withstand knocks very well. So as a bracelet, it's perfect. It's something you can wear every day if you want to.
Definitely. I mean, it's just superb. A stretchy bracelet, which I'm just meant to roll onto your hand, not stretch and pop on, just roll on. Can you imagine just rolling that on so you've got the full benefit of the texture of that jadeite as well? It actually is, it's tactile, but it's visually tactile, isn't it?
You're going to be doing this all day.
Yeah?
It feels amazing.
Yeah, oh, it's an exquisite colour. I love it. Beautiful colour. In fact, I think that's one of the nicest coloured jadeites I've seen. And as a jewellery maker, I tend to home in, not particularly for a gemstone as such, so, you know, the big 5 or whatever, but the sheer beauty. It could be an agate, it could be a quartz, whatever. Just the sheer beauty of that particular thing that's put in front of me.
Yeah.
That's the quality I'm looking for, something that gets me excited.
I want to roll it on my face. Hold on.
You know, I bet you if they ground that down and put it into face makeup like they do with pearls, it'd be fantastic.
I do it with gold, rose quartz and sapphire now as well.
Do that before. Right.
Ooh! Talking of rose quartz, this is not rose quartz, by the way, but it is a relative of it. It's a darker version. It's amethyst. So,
Again, stunning deep colours.
Is it Zambian by any chance? Zambian!
It's got that Zambian.
Zambian! Sorry for the chanting there.
It's too much football.
I know. If you thought you were going to escape it today, no! Zambia! Apologies for that. So we are looking at Zambian. You can tell, there's certain gemstones that you can just tell the location by the colour. And this is it. This is one of those stones. Without a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt, chocolate box purples. That's what we're looking at. Beautiful, luxurious chocolate box purples. Oh, they are just the most amazing colour, aren't they?
Absolutely stunning. What I like about, which to me shrieks I'm a gemstone, unmistakably I'm a gemstone, is the fact that in some areas it's slightly paler, slightly opaque. In other words, it's really deep, sort of, you know, velvety purples. And that shrieks to me, I'm a gemstone, I'm natural, you know, I'm not man-made.
Yeah. I want to shout, who are you?
Exactly.
Who are you? I'm a gemstone! Who are you?
I'm a gemstone, I am.
They are just perfect though, aren't they? In every single way, they're just perfect. And, if I heard rightly, it's going under 10. There it is, under £10 for your Zambian amethyst, the rich, deep purples. And this is it. It's such a deep, rich colour. You don't have to use a lot of them if you don't want to.
No, absolutely.
One of
not,
those on a necklace would be beautiful. I like this one, which is...
Yes, that's the one I was thinking of.
Triangular.
Yeah, it's got those, the shapes and things. They're like tumbles, aren't they? But if you just pop one amethyst off of that strand into a strand of pearl, say asymmetrically, you know, at 9 o'clock or 3 o'clock, amethyst and pearls are absolutely stunning together. You've only used the one. Or the other way around, one pearl in the amethyst necklace. Lovely.
I actually like the idea of one pearl and one of the big nucleated pearls.
Yeah, because the nucleated pearls have got that odd nacre on it, you know, the odd shapes and the sort of all the baroque
metallic
shapes. Yeah, and you'll get purples in that nucleated pearl as well.
But then you can stack it so you can alternate, so you can have pearl necklace with a,
Yeah.
Ooh, Oh, love it. Sorry, we're getting carried away there. Getting far too carried away, Linda.
We are, yeah, designing.
I've not got your name wrong yet, though. That's good.
No, you haven't, have you, Fred? No.
I said, let's, Fred. At least you remember that's what you called me last time.
Yeah, I think so.
I did shout down the corridor at her, how long is it going to take before I get your name wrong?
Don't worry.
I've not got it all,
No,
today so far.
you're
It's
absolutely
brilliant.
fine. Don't worry. We answer. Sheila and I answer to either other, so it doesn't matter.
What about oi?
That's fine.
Yeah, I answer
Yeah,
to
it's
oi
fine.
as well.
Yeah.
Oi!
Yeah. Don't you feel that when you go into a shop and you hear a child shout, "Mum, Mummy," all the ladies in the shop are like
Yeah.
that. Because we respond.
Yeah, yeah. My little one's just started calling out for us. So this morning it was, Daddy!
You think, oh, good.
It was like, yes! Someone's calling you, honey. And then coming to work today, apparently, she's going, I want my mummy! I want my mummy! Sorry, honey. Now, we're looking at one of the most luxurious red gemstones of all time. It is your red spinel. Same crystal structure as a diamond, believe it or not. It's from the cubic crystal system. Not many gemstones come from that crystal system, so it's really nice to have it. It does mean it's got a really, really sturdy structure. And look at the colours that you get in it.
Beautiful.
You very, very rarely, these days at least, see jewellery made with red or blue spinel. Think about it. Think of any jewellers you've gone into. And I mean, there may be some of you who've actually seen red spinel in jewellery, but I can say I've not.
No.
And I've worked with jewellery day in, day out for a long time now. Red spinel is not one that's come up. Apart from antique jewellery. I mean, it's still very, very, very important. It's still very much loved, but we don't get to see it. It's one of those exclusive gemstones. It's a connoisseur's gemstone. It's tended to be sort of reserved for the big high-end jewellers.
It does turn up fairly regularly on Antiques Roadshow in the old jewellery.
Absolutely, absolutely. And quite often it was used in antique jewellery to replicate something, in this instance, like a ruby. Which is a shame because it's a beautiful gemstone on its own.
It is.
But we don't see it anywhere near as much. And when you're looking at some of the spinels, like the purple spinels or the pink spinels that are in the industry today, some of them can fetch absolute fortunes because it's so difficult to get a hold of. And you're looking at the most beautiful red spinel, which you can make into your own jewellery for just £21.95.
Amazing. I mean, you can make this go, use it in one chunk like this because the graduation is absolutely beautiful. It would look stunning if it was rosary linked with a fine. I'd go with gold.
Yeah.
Or you can just use one stone in a ring or one, stack of bracelets, whatever. But again, when I see gemstones like this, I always instinctively go for the waterfall earrings, where you get 2 or 3 on each link and sort of coming down really into sort of an upside, a bunch of grapes, that type of.
Yeah. It's stunning, absolutely stunning. Get yourself the authenticity card with that because you don't get to see a lot of red spinel about, so it's a good thing to have. Now though it is time, believe it or not, for the star by. Seed pearls. We love these, don't we?
We absolutely do.
We cannot get enough of seed pearls on this channel, and you can see why. If you've never ever used them, just get one home. Just get one home. They are ideal for so many different things. The size of them is just so cute. I don't like saying the word cute when I'm talking about gemstones or jewellery, but they are.
It works. I can see where you're coming from with that. I mean, if you do bridal jewellery, you've got, say, 4 little flower girls or something. I mean, each one having a bracelet made of seed pearls, and then perhaps the bride or the older, bridesmaids then have them in a larger pearl. But these are going to be more expensive than what the larger bridesmaid gets, I can assure you. But
What about the actual dress
Well, I was about
itself
to
or in the
say,
veil?
these are the type of pearls that are exquisitely sewn into veils, and also for all of the seed embroidery that is done by hand. On, I mean, I sewed 4,500 crystals onto my daughter's the bodice alone on her wedding dress, and
How long did that take you?
a long time. Good job she gave me 12 months' notice, and. Now, if she was, but if she was getting married again, but don't, I would use the seed pearls.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I can't imagine how long that would have taken you to do that many.
Took a while. And then there was another 7,500 Swarovski hotfix on the stationery. I very much spent a whole year in a rabbit hole. That only came out for a drink and something to eat.
I can tell you love her.
I know, I do, obviously, but I also enjoyed every second of it because that's where I'm happy. I'm really happy doing something like embroidery with Swarovski, with gemstones, with pearls. I love it. I just love it.
So you can actually incorporate these. You're talking about sewing and things,
absolutely.
but also in macrame.
Yeah, absolutely.
Seed beading.
Exquisite. They're a tiny, big statement, if you see what I mean. Tiny, but a big statement.
Yeah. They are fabulous. £20 is what you're looking at. £19.95 for the strand. They're so delicate, so dainty, and they are perfect. Imagine making a bracelet, seed bead bracelet. Or even a little ring.
Absolutely. I mean, this size of pearl, you can keep it very, very delicate, your jewellery, or you can big it up with something else. Yeah.
Oh,
so
you imagine
it's got a lot of variety of uses.
As if we had this as a bezel around a bigger gemstone.
Exactly, like sort of a cameo set.
Oh, yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. No, that would be fabulous. £19.95. Love the look of them.
Yeah, they are. They're beautiful. Again, they're cherry picked size-wise. Can you imagine how long it takes to sort of pick those and put them in for threading?
Well, it's luster-wise as well, because they want to make sure each and every one's got the same, or as close to it as humanly possible.
Absolutely. And again, there's an awful lot of work that goes into culturing pearls. They are tended to on a regularly out. Everything has to be perfect. Temperature of the water.
Yep.
Any minerals that get into the water, everything like that has to be tempered every single solitary day.
And it can take years.
Yeah.
I mean, with the size of these, probably not years, probably more months, but it's the fact that so many of them.
And you would expect to open the mollusk and find it very misshapen, misformed, or not quite there.
Yeah.
So you're going to go through a lot of mollusks before you actually find a fully developed seed pearl, aren't you?
Yeah.
Which is apparently, on the eye, looks round.
Beautiful, beautiful quality.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
Love that. Now, after the break, we have got Linda's kit, the first kit of the evening. We've got 2 kits this evening, as per usual. Linda, what do you have in store?
Pearls. Sterling silver.
Yeah.
And seed beads in one of the kits with the multicoloured, pastel pearls. So, yeah, exciting. Yeah.
This is the first one.
Beautiful. Yeah, absolutely beautiful.
Aren't they gorgeous?
Gorgeous.
Now, I've also got some more amazing deals coming up for you. At 8 p.m, there is a whole showcase of the must-have, because we have got lots of gorgeous must-haves that we're taking really, really low in price. They're all not shells, they're all pearls of different colours, so it's going to be fabulous. So sit back, relax, get ready, because this is going to be an amazing hour. In fact, we're going to have an amazing 3 hours, in fairness. Well, get yourself a brew, put your feet up, maybe a bit of a cake too, and we'll see you right after this.
Did you know that when you book a Jewellery Maker workshop, you're given exclusive access to our Jewellery Maker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre.
Welcome to Jewellery Maker. We are part of the Immediate Media family. Immediate Media is a fast-growing multimedia platform company who operates some of the most loved brands across the UK. Our brands range from our other shopping TV channel, The Sewing Quarter, to our very successful magazines, such as Simply Knitting, Molly Makes, and the Radio Times. We work incredibly hard to inspire you and bring you lots of exciting ideas and projects. So whatever your creative needs, you know that our crafting family will be there for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Love Jewellery Maker but don't have an account? You can now purchase items on the Jewellery Maker website through our guest checkout. To do so, select the products you wish to purchase and head over to the shopping basket. Simply enter your email address and select Continue as Guest below. After this, the checkout process is simple. Select your quantity and delivery option and then check out securely. Enter your billing details and either a credit card or PayPal account and proceed to payment. From here, you still have the option to create an account if you wish, making shopping online easier for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Did you know that if you go to JewelleryMaker.com and sign up to our mailing list, then you'll receive 10% off your first order with us. We'll also keep you updated with special offers, theme shows, program guides and Jewellery Maker tutorials. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Hello, welcome back. I'm Laura DeLu and this is the gorgeous Linda Brumwell. We've not found it.
Nope.
No, we've had a look, haven't we?
We have.
I got stabbed by a pin in your... Oh, hello.
I know, I'm sorry about that.
It's all right.
Pin sticking out of my bag.
I wasn't quite expecting that, but it's all good. But we haven't found it yet. This is what I'm talking about. This is one of my star buys coming up later on. You will get 3 of them in a pack. Just take it from me. Take it from me.
Oh.
You will get 3 in a pack, I promise you that much. Clearly I'm not very good at keeping them in the pack. They are the most exquisite cabs of Ethiopian opal.
Stunning, aren't they?
Ah! I'm not the only one! Yes!
To be fair, they're not in the little deepest of
no.
are they?
No,
So-
they don't have the glass over them or the little plastic over them. So that's in this instance because they're a studio sample, but you will be getting 3. Do not fear about... Oh, I'm bleeding. You do not fear about that. You're squealing. It's only a little bit of blood, it's fine.
No, that doesn't bother me. It's just that I've injured you.
It's all right, it wasn't you, it was your bag.
Yeah.
Now, Linda is beating me up, yeah. She was nowhere near it, it's just her bag.
She was just about to get the opal that's lost, and I know.
Yeah, she attacked me. You leave that opal where it is. Arrgh. There we are. So it is kit time. It is kit time. And we are looking at the first kit. Can we have a look at the jewellery that's been made? Because it is absolutely stunning. Stunning. Aren't they exquisite?
It's actually gone a long way. Obviously, I've added some chain, and a few sort of odds and ends to it, which we are allowed to. Obviously, I've got a strand of pearls and I've got some seed beads, so consequently, we need some threads, perhaps chain, clasps and things like that. But it's gone a very, very, very long way. The seed beads are an absolute brilliant colours for these pearls. These pearls are so pretty.
They are amazing. I looked at them on your jewellery and thought, oh, they look like shell pearls because they look perfectly round.
Exactly. Yeah.
They're not shell pearls at all. They are exquisite. Absolutely exquisite. They are near round, although if you look at them, they look very much round to me. They are 8mm in size. There's only a slight variation on some of them, but you can see there, they're magical. Absolutely magical. They are multicoloured, of course, so you're getting the purples in there, the lavenders, the beautiful peaches, and those stunning classic creams and champagne tones that you associate with fine quality pearls. They're all exquisite, aren't they? Absolutely exquisite. On top of that, in this kit, it doesn't just stop at the pearl necklace. Well, you can have it as a bracelet or anything you want, really, but
Absolutely.
I would just restrand it.
Yeah, it'll make a classic pearl necklace, obviously, size-wise and length-wise. It makes that sort of, how can I say it, possibly that 1950s, very polished, attention to detail look that was around in the 50s, where all the I's and all the T's were crossed and dotted, you know, and every sort of accessory that worked well together was there. And pearls are the finishing touch to that, very much so. You get yourself dressed and everything, then you put your pearls on and that's it.
Yeah, absolutely. So to accompany these stunning pearls, you've got Miyuki Cocoa lined crystal seed beads, size 8.
They're exquisite.
They are. They really, really are. And also your Miyuki Delica metallic light bronze seed beads in 11O. Aren't they just beautiful? I do love the Delicas.
Yes, they're gorgeous, aren't they? It's the sort of, the Delicas are sort of rectangular. Where
They're more of a tube shape,
yeah,
aren't
more
they?
of a tube shape, that's correct. So consequently, the light bounces off them differently to the rounds. So again, it provides texture. For your jewellery. The colours are absolutely delightful. They really, really work well with the pearls. The Delicas being that little bit of oomph to them. Again, tiny, but they do a really big job of highlighting.
Just actually looking at the, not the Delicas, but the seed beads, looking at the colour of them against the pearls that you've got next to them, they work so beautifully.
Let's put this on here, see if we can get the overhead just to, because they're out of the...
Such a complementary colour.
Out of the container there.
Aren't they brilliant?
I mean, the pearls are... So I'm just looking for the size, 8 mils, and these are 8mm rounds. They're not 7.5 or something like that. They are 8mm rounds.
I love that. I didn't realise it was a bunny.
I don't know why I can't explain why I did that.
I love that.
I mean, that's the last thing I did with the kit, and I can't explain why I did it. But I did, and afterwards I thought, yeah, I like that. I did just put one little pearl in his tail, but I just thought that's a bit of fun, isn't it?
Yes.
You know? Yeah.
That's absolutely adorable. That is really adorable.
But you can see just from that little bunny rabbit as well, you can see the contrast of the Delicas and the 11s as well, and then popping in those pearls. That shows you how the whole kit works together.
Yeah, beautifully done. So you're looking at £54.95 for your kit, which of course includes the exquisite pearls that you're seeing there. The strand of pearls on its own should be 60.
Wow.
So not only are you getting the strand of pearls for £54.95 instead of £60, you are also getting 2 tubes of your seed beads as well. That's amazing.
It is amazing. It's, I mean, I have seen this strand on air, on its own, at that £60.
It's because of the shape.
It's just worth every penny.
Yeah.
I mean, are they natural?
They are.
I thought they were. I mean, and they look natural, but imagine opening that mollusk and seeing that pale lavender. I mean, you'd expect the white or the cream, but seeing that pale lavender or that very pale dusky peach.
And they never know what colour it's going to be.
No.
Unless it's a Tahitian, then it's...
Exactly.
Or a South Sea pearl.
Exactly.
They know the golden colours because it's from a specific type of mollusk, but apart from that, no, you never know. You never know. And with it being fresh water, it's mussels it comes from.
Yeah, absolutely.
Your sea water would be your oysters, and your fresh water are mussels.
Again, you know, what we were saying earlier about the fact that the amount of work that goes into it, the amount of checks that it has. And as Derek said earlier in the show, that China have now got their sort of, they've got major spending power, they've got, you know, globally, they've enhanced as a nation, and...
a lot of people are trying to get in economically into that area now, aren't they?
So, consequently, they are keeping the best for the domestic market.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, what are you going to demo?
Well, it's just simple techniques, okay? I'm just going to go through a few of the simple they're just very, very simple jewellery making techniques that you can use to make any piece of jewellery. So we've got seed beads in the kit and we've got the pearls in the kit. So obviously, you know, you'll have findings, hopefully, wire, etc., etc. So if you keep the technique simple and let the rest of the components do the work for you. So, so all I'm going to do is I'm not necessarily demoing a piece on there, but I'm demoing sort of the generic techniques that work all the way through. So I've cut myself a length of chain, which comes out of the findings packs that we do, okay? And I have popped onto a featherweight head pin one of the pearls. Now, the featherweight head pins will always work with a pearl. You can certainly try the larger head pins that we get, but 9 times out of 10 they won't, but the featherweight always do. And they've got the little bobble on the end as well, which also comes into the pattern, it comes into the design, very much so. So I'm going to put my round nose pliers very firmly against the pearl, so that pearl cannot move. I'm just going to push that head pin forward, and then open the plier and flick it away from me, and then bring the head pin residue towards me and give that a good pull. People have seen this before, but that's what I call my question mark stage, okay? It's a half wrapped loop stage, which then enables you to choose a link of chain, and I'm going on the end one, pop it on, and then let gravity take the chain, and pop your pliers back in where they fit. So it's normally about, for a featherweight head pin on a pearl, I go in about 2 mil, okay, to get that nice little round hole. And then push down onto the pearl, okay, so that you've got a nice form, because the round nose pliers are also a former. They're meant to give you that nice circle, which stops anything when it's hanging dog leg, okay. So then we move the residue of the head pin away from us, and then very tightly under the prong, wind down. Now you can continue to wind that down and use up the whole, particularly if they were sterling silver, use the whole of the head pin, and as it hits, whether you can just pick that up, but as that hits the pearl itself, can you see it's made a little bee cap?
That's really pretty, yeah.
Because it's circular, because it's round, it will work its way down. Then there's just a little bit of residue there, so I'm going to bring in some flush cutters and just nip that off, okay?
What was it you stabbed me with?
A pin.
A pin?
It was a dressmaking pin, I'm sorry. It was sticking out of my bag. That's coming out tonight. Out of that whole bag down there, you managed to find your leg.
I know, yeah. bizarre, though, isn't it?
It is bizarre. Right, so that's that in itself is a pretty earring. You can just pop your shepherd's hook on the top if you want to.
I like the cap on it in particular.
Exactly,
That's a really nice
exactly.
feature.
You can have that or you needn't, but if you want to have a larger cap on it, then you either use a longer head pin or just make a little coil on the end of a piece of sterling silver wire or silver plated wire, a little coil, and then you can make that, you can virtually cover it if you want to, or go 3/4. You can just, in other words, when you're basically making charms, you see, so you can have the same component but make it have lots of different identities.
May I have a little closer look?
Of course you can.
Thank you.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm using the featherweight head pin again, although on the size 11s, certainly the larger head pins will pick them up. So it's entirely whether you want to keep the little bobbles on the end uniform, because obviously on this one we've got a larger bobble, but I really see these findings. I'm very, very aware that when I make jewellery, I want to make the most of the findings within the design. I want them to be part of the design, not just a mechanic. So I've just, to vary the little anomalies on the earring, I've popped on 5 of these gorgeous size 11s. I've got that larger little bobble on the end, so that'll give a little bit more diversity. Again, I'm going to do exactly the same. Really, really hold that tightly, push it away, open up my hands and bring it round, bring it back, and then really give that a pull so that we get a nice, that there is just the effects of that is just to give us that nice round circle, because as I said before, if you don't, you will get like a dog leg and they can stand out and it can be quite ugly. Now what you need to do is, if you want to sort of come just up one of the links, the next link, or the next link, or the next link, it's up to you what you want from it. But I'm going to go probably up onto the 4th, okay? So that now is sticking out as a dog leg because it's not being finished off, it's not wrapped. Let gravity take its course. Again, move the little beads out of the way and just pop it in, your pliers in where they fit. Again, twist it around. This time I'm just going to fill up that little neck. When you're doing a wrap loop, you always have a little neck. You don't with a simple loop, but you do with a wrap loop. So I've just filled that, that piece of the residue there on the head pin with a turn round, okay, a little twist. Now I'm just going to snip that residue off, and then that will now dangle much better. Okay, it's not sticking out, it's dangling much better because it's now in a circle, it's not in that half circle. So the next one I'm going to pick up, this is what I call a random piece of jewellery. Now, if this is intended to be earrings, I would be working on the two together. So I'd have the 2 lengths of chain with the pearls on the end. Then I would have then put those 5 size 11s on the one and then on the other, just so that I get the earrings exactly the same, rather than have to go all the way through it and look and think, well, what came next, okay?
Yeah, it's always
so
a likelihood of making a
I'm just going to
mistake.
pick up one of the 11s, and then I've reverted to the featherweight again, and now I'm going to pick up 5 or 6 or 7, whatever. But as I say, if you make all the components in one go and then make the earrings, or just make the components and an earring each, the left and the right as it comes. So again, half a wrapped loop, picking up the chain. Now I'm going to miss a couple and pop on, again, letting gravity take its course, pop it back in where it fits, and around again, okay, and then chop off. And that's the way to build up something that can be quite delicate looking, okay. Don't worry about going which side of the, because once that gets packed, it will actually look quite like a bunch of grapes, okay, once it gets packed. And you can actually put in some extra chain via a jump ring and bring back, you know, a long, say perhaps another pearl or the seed beads on it. It's very much up to you what you do, but just go with it and see what happens. As I say with earrings, do them both together. But that's very much the way that the necklace was made. And then all I did then was, obviously I made each component. The way a necklace is shaped like that, you don't have to do different lengths of drop, because literally, because it comes round like that, it will dangle just in that nice graduation. And then I just popped a jump ring on the top, popped on a pearl, And that example there is exactly the same, but it's all pearls. It's done in exactly the same technique, but all pearls.
Brilliant, thank you very much.
It's goes a long way.
Thank you very much, my lovely. Now I do believe already we are ready for a star buy. Have I got the right chain here? I have got the right chain here. Yeah, this is the sterling silver chain. A metre of sterling, okay. Take a look at how thick that actually is. That's ridiculous.
It's a lovely chain. It's a standalone chain, isn't it? You can just wear that without anything on it at all. And it's also, a guy could wear it, a lady can wear it.
Yeah, it's really substantial, really substantial. I'm actually quite surprised because I knew that it was a 925 sterling silver chain, but when you think of a metre of sterling silver, you think of a very fine chain, don't you? If we're lucky, you get we always give you amazing amounts of silver, of course, but you don't get chunky, do you? It's normally, if you get the chunkier chains, it's a base metal with silver over the top.
Yeah.
This is chunky. It sounds rude, doesn't it?
Chunky.
You're chunky.
Chunky.
You're chunky, Jane, you're chunky. Yeah. It is. It is a chunky chain. How much silver is in this? Ooh, 6.9 grams.
Wow. It looks to me as well that, can I just sort of feel it?
Oh, you want to feel the chain?
Yeah, I just want to feel it. Yes, it is. If you sort of hold it like that and then do that, I think it's going to be very fluid.
Oh, it feels incredible, is it? Oh, hello, it's got a life of its own.
Yeah, see, it's incredibly fluid, the way that it's been made. Now, you would expect sort of something quite looking boxy to sort of stick out in angles, but this doesn't. It goes beautifully around corners. In circles, I should say. It's so fluid.
This is actually completely blown me out of the water because, well, first of all, I wasn't expecting just how thick it is. Or, in fact, with that thickness, for it to move in the way that it is.
Yeah, complete fluidity like water. It's almost like icing coming out of a nozzle.
Yes.
It'd be fantastic to make tassels with, obviously, tassel earrings. Again, I'm into an earring thing at the moment.
They are addictive to make, though, in fairness. Now, it should be £19.95.
How it goes round so beautifully in a spiral. That's testing its fluidity, isn't it?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
We're about to take it to the lowest price ever, which I don't think we should do because it's too good, but Becky is doing overtime today, so I think she's a little bit delirious and doesn't mind. £14.95. She needs sleep, that's what you need. She needs sleep. It's the heat haze, isn't it?
It certainly is. Yeah, but make it, you know what? Ignore Beck's heat haze, just go for it while it lasts.
Yeah. Take advantage.
Can I just have a look at the ends just to see whether or not...
of the price, because that's brilliant.
Yeah. The way to put a clasp on it, people might be asking, would
That's a
be
good question.
in between those little gaps there. I think you may get a featherweight head pin in there.
Okay.
In other words, a featherweight head pin might just about go through, because there is a tiny little gap, isn't there, in there, like a little box. Otherwise, you get a 0.25 wire and just, you can go between the links and give it a real twist between the last two links, obviously, and then fashion a jump ring from that. You know, do a wrap loop and pop a jump ring into it.
Could you use, you know, the bell caps?
Yes, you can put them in. Yeah, yes. I think there's numerous ways that you can get a clasp onto it. And another, if we can get the head pin into it, I was only looking, funnily enough, at a nucleated pearl necklace the other day. The big, you know, those big ones that are such beautiful, strange shapes and everything.
Chunky.
And it was really chunky. It was like a fireball pearl, you know, like these souffle pearls that have the big. Oh, absolutely stunning. But what they'd done, this was a really high-end jeweller's, a name actually that I didn't really recognise. It was that high-end. And they'd made the necklace out of the nucleate, and then they put a chain very similar to this, but lots of it in different lengths, just dropping from it. So it was very much like a volcano, if you will. You know what I mean? And it was just amazing. It was price on application at this particular jeweller's.
Love that. As soon as you see POA. Does that? Why do they have POA? Why is it?
I think.
Do you think they vary the prices as they?
I don't know. I basically, my sort of viewpoint, which is probably not right, but I think, you know, it's one of these things that if you can't afford it, don't ask.
Yeah.
That's what it says to me, you know, this is going to be significant, you know, so it happens. There's a house for sale down my lane. It's a new build on an old house that was knocked down, and that's POA on it. And I think, hang on a minute, we need to know what we're looking. You know, you do need a bright guide before you're going to go and look at something.
You might very well be able to afford it. I wouldn't be able to afford it, but
anyway, that necklace was POA.
yes. Oh, hello.
Oh,
They're normally one of a kind when they're POA as well.
yeah, unique. Yeah,
Now,
beautiful.
diamond colour coated black spinel. So think about, just ignore me for a moment and just look.
Gosh, that's beautiful. Imagine that, you know, in incandescent light or candle light, or, you know, that really is a take me out to a very nice dinner gemstone.
That is really lovely. So it has got that sort of black diamond feel to it.
It's got somehow more than that to it, hasn't it, really? It's got a real depth to it. You know, again, I'm just such a big believer that whatever hobby you do, if a product, you instinctively are drawn to it and you instinctively like it, then that's the product for you to make your jewellery with. Do you know what I mean? In other words, what I'm trying to say is discount the fact that this isn't a diamond, but it is really as beautiful as, you know. And anyway, who can afford that? If that was a strand of black diamonds just like that, it's, you know, unaffordable. Not many of us could.
I think I prefer this to a. I love black diamonds. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely adore them. I think they're brilliant, but not a lot of black diamonds have this kind of quality without pit marks and holes in them.
Exactly.
And these don't have that.
You know, in the sort of days gone by, this is when what's the jewellery that we, you know, when they lots of ladies of note had fabulous, very high-end, expensive jewellery, diamond jewellery, pearl jewellery, whatever, but they were worried about wearing them.
Yes.
So they kept them in the safe and they had copies made out, what they used to call paste,
Yes.
didn't they? And that was what they wore. So that's where costume jewellery evolved from, and sort of remove yourselves from the diamond to the costume jewellery, and costume jewellery is huge, it's massive, and you will see that that's on catwalk, it's in, I mean, even the likes of Chanel, other designers are available, Dior and people like that, they use shell pearl. They use what it takes to give you that stunning design. And I think that tends to take the snobbery out, if you know, if you see where I'm coming from, and it allows us all to enjoy beautiful design jewellery, without a doubt. And I mean it's stunning.
Love it, absolutely love it. Going to leave that there with you and bring you some lemon quartz. Ooh, juicy.
I love it. It's a long time since I've seen lemon
I
quartz.
know.
A long time. And that is actually the colour of a lemon when you slice it open.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's juicy, it's citrusy,
That's
it's
gorgeous.
vibrant, really vibrant.
Beautiful.
Gotta love it.
Wow, it's gorgeous.
There is just a sumptuousness. There's a sumptuousness to a lot of these pieces tonight.
Mouth-watering, isn't it? And many moons ago, I think Jewellery Maker was probably only about 6 or 7 months old. I made a necklace for a kit. Lemon quartz was in the kit. Ooh. And to this day, it remains my favourite necklace I've ever made.
Really?
Yeah, this lemon quartz necklace. It was... I did it with gold chain and gold wire, gold findings, and it was a triple drop, graduated drop, and it's stunning. And it's to remain to this day my most favourite necklace I've ever made at Jewellery Maker.
It is a really lovely colour that you're getting as well. It's vibrant, it's bold, it's one of those, it's a summery colour, but it would look perfect during the winter because it'll bring a bit of vibrance to the piece, and also in the spring when you're starting to see the flowers coming through. Really lovely. And because it's that yellow, it's that happy colour, isn't it?
Yeah, and I mean, it's doing a good impersonation of like a canary yellow diamond, isn't it? You know, so this is Mother Nature impersonating herself, which I think is wonderful. But I mean, the Mother Nature's created that, and it is just stunning. Like, the faceting is just beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, the
is it faceted on the insides? I think that's really clever.
They've actually got, if you look, so they've got a surface almost like a table, and then they have got faceting around the edge, so almost like crown facets around the edge of it.
Yeah, that is a real sort of detail, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really, really is. There's probably 3 different faceting, what's the word for it, styles on one stone.
Yeah, so you've got your kite facets around the edge, which give it almost a brioche finish. And then at the top, you've got almost, it's very much a cross cut that you're getting.
Exactly. It's a real attention to detail again. And I mean, having that sort of, that slight flat round in the middle, gives you the ability to nestle very closely up to that sort of rondelle shape.
I'm really tempted after seeing the faceting there, though, to actually show that off.
Yeah, well, you can button, sort of do it like a button weave.
Yeah. Ooh, I think you like these.
Wow, the colour's so happy, isn't it?
Say hello.
Oh, it's such a beautiful, pretty colour.
To some more Amazonite.
I mean, this Amazonite isn't like the Amazonite that we've had in the past. It's much more of a...
It looks more like an opal.
Santorini blue, yeah, and very, well, look, Chalcedony-like, isn't it, as well? It's so... It's little clouds inside, and I mean clouds in the sky.
It's tranquil, isn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Beautiful, tranquil.
Again, I think this is a strand. Obviously, it's horses for courses, but for me, immediately, that would be a bracelet and a pair of single drop earrings.
Oh, that'd be gorgeous. Holiday. That's all I'm thinking now. Holiday.
Yeah, but that's a capsule piece as well, isn't it? Because that would, on holiday, whatever you do from being on the beach to the beach bar to dinner in the evening, that would take you through it, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, magical. I would actually be tempted to, and I know it's a very vibrant colour to even suggest putting it with jadeite, but...
No, I think, as I say, I am a huge believer, and I've not been disappointed ever. I mean, there are some things that I like less than others, but every gemstone goes together with every gemstone. As far as I'm not saying sort of high-end ones, you know, but, you know, the high-end gem quality ones, but I certainly think big quality gemstones all work together beautifully.
I do have some sad news for you on this one, unfortunately. There are only 20 of these remaining. 20 chances remaining, and that is it. So if you do want to get your hands on it, it's £24.95.
It is beautiful. I think that's a forever bracelet, isn't it? You'd want, it's a bit like that jadeite thing. You'd want to wear it all the time, I think.
Yeah, there's no question about that. I'd actually like to stack it, so you've got one of these, one of the jadeite, and one of these again, so you've got the vibrance with that tranquility.
Absolutely, definitely. I mean, this is a strand, you know, it's a high quality, bead quality strand, that one is. It's probably the best you can get in bead quality, without a shadow of a doubt.
I'm thinking copper jump rings in between.
Yeah, antique gold, copper.
Yeah.
Rose gold would be beautiful as well.
Yes, it would. It really would.
Beautiful, really beautiful. I've never seen Amazonites quite of this quality before.
It has almost it has almost got a translucency to it.
Beautiful, really beautiful.
Yeah, love it. Love it. Leave that there with you. And I shall bring to you some amethyst rondelles.
There's something about amethyst that just makes you smile.
Wheels. Yeah.
It's a luxurious colour, I think.
It's very regal, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it did used to, in times gone past, it did used to denote people in high rank of church or royalty or whatever, didn't it?
Well, for a very, 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 very long time, there was a very small supply. It was only when they discovered different mines in different locations around the world that it became more prolific and became more, well, they call it semi-precious, don't they? I don't like that term.
No, I don't.
And I don't agree with it.
I think they're all precious, to be honest.
Yeah. I think it's the wrong term to use, but it went from being sort of as desired as diamonds and as priced as diamonds to being more available is probably the best way of saying
Which
it.
isn't a bad thing.
No,
really,
not at all. It opened it up for a lot of us to be able to own such a beautiful gemstone, which once upon a time we wouldn't have been able to. Very popular in the Victorian times. Very popular, well, even today.
It's a birthstone as well, isn't it, amethyst?
Yes.
Is it? Yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah, wow.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful,
Wow,
beautiful.
that's amazing.
£7.95. February's birthstone.
I'd like to see that with the peridot, you know, different, two polar opposites,
Yeah,
but absolutely
they
beautiful.
do go really nicely together. They do go nicely. I don't know if I've got. Yes, I've got some peridot here. So
I think they go beautifully together. They're a bit like freesia. The freesia colours, you know, and they always work. Really lovely.
Especially with this contrast. I mean, the depth of the purple is amazing, and the brightness of the green.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really sumptuous. Really, really sumptuous. Love it.
Gorgeous. It's absolutely, I love that. That would be beautiful, twisted.
That's
Absolutely
how I'd want
lovely.
it.
Yeah, if you don't want to do a necklace like that, then thread them on a 0.4 or 0.25, probably best 0.4 if you can, wire, and then you'll retain the twist.
Okay.
If you do it on beading thread, the twist will just fall out.
Yeah.
But if you do them on wire, you can then twist the ends of the wire, both ends, jump ring, and it won't untwist.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Thank you for that, Linda. Now, what shall I bring to you next? Oh! It's star buy time, and it's one of the most sumptuous star buys you're going to get tonight. Oh, it's a very special ruby. You are looking at a really, really, and this is going to sound silly, but a really ruby red ruby. A really ruby red. Just look at how rich those colours are. There is a horrible term. Pigeon blood red. It's not a nice term to have, but pigeon blood red is sort of deemed as the ultimate colour for a ruby to be. So not too much purple coming through, not too much orange coming through, the perfect pigeon blood red.
It just takes me back to the early days of Jewellery Maker. We had I think it might have been an agate, and whoever was presenting it on the day went, oh gosh, no, we haven't got that. I think it was chicken blood agate we had.
What?
Yeah. It was either chicken blood or chicken feet blood agate or something. And I said, if ever there's a gemstone that needs rechristening, it's that one. I haven't seen it since.
Just some of these terms that they come out, they're just, I
think it was out of China, and you know China use everything, don't
Yeah.
they? So
Yeah.
it wasn't as bit of a shock to them as us.
But that colour is, unfortunately, we are describing the perfect colour for ruby is pigeon blood red. That is what is deemed
but I
as the
think probably
tone.
in the 15th, 16th century, that would have been really acceptable because they weren't as shocked by it as we were. You know, it was just, that's what it is. And it was dramatic as well, and that's what this is.
It is extremely dramatic. You can see why it's sort of
Perfect.
known as the king of the gemstones. Now, it is from Longido, which is actually in Tanzania, and it's supposedly the longest, ignore the pun there, the longest vein or source of ruby in Africa. It's such an incredible quality. I mean, it's been a long, long time since I've seen ruby quite like this.
No, that is gem quality.
It's
no doubt.
amazing.
To me, it's gem quality. I'm not saying it is, but for me, that's gem quality. If you imagine a ruby in your head, that's the colour that you're imagining.
Yeah.
And the sparkle that you're imagining as well. I mean, I've got a ruby tennis bracelet I had for my 40th wedding anniversary, and I'll not tell you how much my husband paid for that, but it's those colours. Honestly, it is. It's those absolute colours, and they're all bezel set.
Yeah.
You know, in a tennis bracelet, and I think, you know, if I was buying this strand, I would take it to probably somebody in a jewellery quarter to have it modelled into something that you want, because they are that good a quality.
They're stunning, aren't they? The should-be price is $49.95. That's the only price it's ever been seen at in the past. We're about to go to the lowest ever price for the final 27. That is fabulous, isn't it? Absolutely fabulous. £41.95.
It's worth it. I mean, every day of the week. You know, if you could only honestly see that what we can see here now, you'd see that that's a crazy price, but this certainly depicts for me something like take it to a real expert.
Now, they have been filled, but the colour that you're seeing in front of you, there has been no treatment to that colour.
But most rubies and emeralds and things like that are filled, aren't they? That's just the nature of the gemstone.
For me, it's about that colour, though.
Yeah.
It's about that depth
it's about
and
the
the
colour.
richness of the colour.
Absolutely. Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. Again, it's, you know, that first opinion that you have of something is the lasting opinion. It's like, you know, buying a dress and then you hunt everywhere else. It's, well, I'll have a look, see if there's something else, but there never is.
I could just stare at this all day.
It's mesmeric, isn't it? It is a beautiful strand, and again, it's been beautifully graduated.
I'd want those central 3 as a ring.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? Just.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they're packed on there. They
Yeah,
really
they
are.
are.
Really,
Tightly packed on
really
there.
are tightly packed on there.
I think you need to put it with gold. Obviously, it's entirely up to you, but it's that kind of colour that the gold would really bring it
Absolutely.
alive.
But then you see, with those silver tassels on,
Yeah.
you can see that the fire of it, the bling of it, actually, if you were. I can see it going with silver as well. It works with both.
They are fabulous.
Absolutely stunning. And I would. Oh, look! I mean,
I'm thinking
you've
of
got a
popcorn
delicate
bracelet.
little wrist. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, as a ruby wedding present, if you've got somebody coming up to a ruby wedding, how beautiful is that? Absolutely stunning. And I can guarantee you, looking at the gems from here, I guarantee if you take them off the strand, they will still retain that deep, beautiful colour.
They absolutely will. That is one of the finest coloured rubies I have seen in a very, 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 very long time. Very long time. Oh, hello.
Ooh, those are nice.
Ooh, Selimonite.
Oh, I haven't seen that for a long time.
No, I haven't either.
This is like on my winter's morning gemstone.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Ooh, it's a polymorph.
Is it?
Sounds like
don't worry about it.
Power Ranger, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's a polymorph. It's a polymorph between Andalusite and kyanite. So the three of them together, basically, if you have the same not crystal structure, the same chemical composition in a way, which if you change the heat and the temperature, changes the gemstone completely.
Okay.
So with a certain amount of heat, you'll have a kyanite. With a certain amount of, not kyanite, sorry, andalusite. And with a certain amount of heat, kyanite.
Okay, so
You
it's
get
a
the
bit
kyanite.
like your amethyst and amethyst type of thing. It's it can be one or the other.
But with
That's
they're
that's
definitely
temperature.
quartzes.
Oh yeah, they're quartzes.
But
yeah,
these are
but
completely separate families, so different crystal structures, but it's the same sort of
Yeah.
chemical composition that's used. But it's all down to the heat and the pressure, depends on
They are
what
stunning.
stone they are.
I mean, they're unusual. I've only ever seen, I think, 3 strands of silimonite in all the years I've been here.
It's
And I
not
think
a
that's the
very common
prettiest.
gemstone.
It's the prettiest. It's
Beautifully coated.
Absolutely
I love that.
gorgeous.
It's almost, I mean, you're saying a winter's morning. It absolutely is, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, this would be stunning as your stretchy as well. It's a stretchy bracelet with, sterling silver charm. I mean, I can see little hints of gold in there, so if you work well with gold as well. It is stunning. Again, it's one of those that I'm falling in love with you hugely. You know, it's I want you, I don't need you, but I want you.
Thank you very much. Oh, you're on about the...
I think wanting and needing is completely the opposite.
Yeah. Fair enough. You still love me though, don't you?
Yeah,
That's all right.
don't worry.
That's all right. It is a gorgeous stone, and I am thinking all things Christmassy now.
I can see the kyanite sort of greys, and you know the kyanite, the underneath of kyanite, the layer is that sort of grey,
Yeah, the icy-ish
silver
colour, yeah.
I can see that.
They are brilliant, aren't they? Really
They
brilliant.
are. They're absolutely beautiful.
So how would you use this then? Because I am thinking all things Christmassy, so I'm wanting to make them
Well, I
snowmen.
really think again, let's put them as simple drop earrings, just using 2 of them, certainly without a shadow of a doubt even. A bracelet, probably a stretchy, or the stretchy with one of the silimonite in it and pearls, the rest of it being a pearl, because they all work absolutely beautifully with pearls.
Nice. Talking of pearls, we have got a pearl hour coming up in the next hour, in fact. Brand spanking new pearls coming up. We've kind of decided they're all the must-have. Not just one, all of them.
I've got to have these.
They are fab.
£20.95. I've got an
£20.95.
affinity with these, really. I don't really want to leave them here overnight on their own.
Do you think they might have to
I think
work
might
their
have
way
to come
home
back
with you?
me.
Yeah.
They are stunning.
They're very
are
lonely.
Really unusual, really stunning. For a piece of jewellery, that is stunning. And I would have it as a bracelet, definitely, because I could look at it myself then.
Right, I'm going to leave that with
Yeah.
you, Linda. There we are.
Thank you.
Going to leave that with
They are-
you.
Oh my God, they're quite weighty.
They are very weighty.
They are, that's surprising. Wow, they are. God, they're gorgeous.
I like these. Klimt.
Yes. Yeah, oh, do you not love those paintings?
I do.
Oh,
I've got a vase with the mother and daughter.
fascinating,
mother
especially
and
the
child.
sort of Chinesey Asian ones with, oh yeah. Oh yes.
Obviously, the
Absolutely.
Kiss was the most famous of Klimt's paintings.
I love them.
And they do have this kind of...
Like a mosaic
Yeah.
effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is copper matrix tourmaline.
Wow.
Multi-shaped cabochons. So you've got tourmaline in there, and then you've got the copper matrix around it. Beautiful ensemble. Oh, look at those. They are fab.
They are beautiful, aren't they? Those would look stunning in shibori ribbon.
Ooh.
Maybe if you've got sort of silver and a fuchsia pink ribbon,
Yeah.
it'd be amazing.
I think they make nice brooches as well.
Yeah. Yeah, brooches are really making a big comeback, apparently.
Massively, yeah,
for the winter season.
Yeah. They've been making a comeback for a couple of years now, and we kind of thought at one point that they might fizzle out, but no,
they're making a huge,
Yeah.
quite large ones, I think, because of the advent of the pashminas and the big chunky knits. Can you imagine that on a pashmina, a sort of an oatmeal colour pashmina or a silver grey pashmina as the...
That'd be so lovely.
Keep it simple and put that on, because that's got a lot going on with it.
Now, would you keep it like that, or would you actually surround it with something?
I actually love it as it is. I really, really do. I mean, if I did do anything, it would be, do you know, I could see little tiny silver rough cut diamonds around the edge of it. That would be pretty, and it would work with that background beautifully.
See, I was thinking
Or
of the pearls.
rubies. Yeah, the seed pearls around it.
The rubies around it would be
But
amazing.
the rubies around it would be amazing because of that zoisite in there, that ruby zoisite there. You see, the brooches that are coming back are in either a very organised, according to the trends, a very organised 18th century, 17th century look, or a very deconstructed version of that, where they're just putting in one big piece and leaving it like it.
Yeah. I didn't realise it was going back. The fashion was going back naturally. That.
Well, it comes round, goes round.
Yeah.
That's the thing about fashion. There's never anything particularly new.
No.
It's just a variation.
No. £14.95 is the price you're looking at for these ones. There are, I was going to say there are 4 in a pack, but it does vary on the actual carat weight. So it's 130 carats that you're guaranteed to get. If they're slightly smaller, then you'll get more of them. If they're slightly larger, you'll get slightly less. That makes sense?
Can you humour me and put the rubies that we've just had there?
Yeah. Where did I pop them? Where did I put them? Oh no! I popped them in the wrong... Pop. Ooh, hello.
Or just dangling from a bezel of those rubies. Because it's you said it was ruby zoisite, didn't you?
No,
So-
it's tourmaline.
Tourmaline, sorry.
Copper matrix tourmaline.
Tourmaline.
Yes.
But the ruby with it, because it's got that,
It's got
an
the pinkiness,
essence
yeah.
of ruby zoisite for me. But I'd just make a little bail, using about 6 of those little rubies for it to dangle from off a gold chain.
Nice.
That's pretty, isn't it?
Yeah, that's really lovely. Kind of want to put the tassel in there as well.
It's nice.
Too much, maybe?
No, nothing's too much if you like it.
Yeah.
I mean, the trick is knowing when to stop. But if,
I never know when to
if
stop.
it's for yourself and you like it, then if you're selling your jewellery, I would say err on 80% keeping it simple.
Okay.
And the 20% doing, you know, be a bit quirky with it. But when you're making for yourself, you make exactly what you like.
I'm going to bring you this next. Peruvian opal. Hopefully we'll find the other one. Go on, give me a bubba-dump. Thank you. Come on, I'm needy. I'm needy. I don't get to come here very often and say these things over and over and over again, which is why I get them in as many times as I can. Now, we are looking at 120 carats of Peruvian opal, graduated tumbles. Ooh.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Ooh.
You know that Chalcedony silver
Yep.
thingy that we have?
Yep,
that would be
yep.
beautiful dangling from that, wouldn't it? Absolutely.
Ooh.
Put
See, now,
some little silver spaces in, and that as a little pendant drop.
that's a
I think
big
it's
look,
beautiful.
isn't it?
So look at that strand there, it's entirely different.
It
that
is.
one that's on there with all the gorgeous differences of colour.
You're getting more of the matrix in that
Yeah.
particular one that you're looking at there. This is it.
Wow.
You never know exactly how it's going to
That's the
be.
exciting thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And with the Sillimanite.
Ooh, hello. Oh, we're making here, we're making. Oh, that's gorgeous. That's a kit on its own, isn't it?
Oh, bring it on. Can I have that kit, please? I want that kit. I want that kit.
With lots of sterling silver findings, that would
Yeah,
be
I
fantastic.
want
And a
that
silver
kit.
chain, we had the silver chain earlier.
Oh, it's
Wow. Hello.
yeah. That is beautiful.
Woo. Yes, please. Thank you very much. Oh, I do like that. Oh, I'm giving you this one back, aren't
Absolutely
I?
gorgeous. Well,
Do you want all of these?
Just for now.
Okay.
I'm happy with the Sillimanite.
Okie dokie. How about some peridot? Ooh, long peridot. I'm going to stand up.
Stunning, isn't it?
Ooh, ooh. Is she standing? Is she sitting? No one ever knows. Tom plays that game. Are you standing? Are you sitting? Same height, makes no difference. Ooh. Oh yeah.
With a stretch.
Stretch those legs. Oh, in the arms. Oh, there we go. Oh. 70 carats of peridot graduated faceted rondelles. I do like rondelles. There is only a slight, I was going to say saturation then, no. Graduation. It's a slight graduation, which I like. I know it's going to sound silly, but sometimes I get a bit fearful of the more dramatic graduations because I'm always worried that I'll end up, when I snip the thread, as it were, that they're going to go everywhere and it's going to take me hours to get them back in order.
No, I think a gem that's cut like this, particularly something like peridot, I think a gradual, almost not even noticeable. I mean, this is slightly noticeable here to the ones in the centre, but it's very, very fine graduation.
Yeah.
So I think if you were unlucky in that, it wouldn't matter. It really wouldn't matter if they all came off, and you know you wouldn't have to regraduate them, because so that gives you a considerable stone on the end, and a considerable stone in the centre.
Yeah.
And again, I think I'd love to see all the peridot we've had tonight. I'd be inclined to put all of that together in one piece of jewellery, all the different shapes and sizes, etc., and see what happens. I'm a great believer in a single gemstone mismatch, in other words, using the same gemstone but putting it into quite a big design.
Yeah, I like the idea of that. It's £11, exactly.
Wow. I can't believe how cheap the peridot has been this evening.
It's because it's raining from the skies, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly, it must be. Yeah, but you try and get the flight to Hawaii, then you'll soon come and buy the £11 stand.
I want to go to Hawaii. That's one of the places I've always wanted to go to. They're in St. Lucia and the Maldives.
Yeah.
Just
Hawaii's,
a few. All the really expensive places.
It's ever so diverse, Hawaii. It's got every single eco-climate that there is.
Has
on
it?
Hawaii, yeah. It's amazing. So you can be in sort of rainforest, into desert land, into rich sort of ranch lands and everything, you know, within a matter of half an hour either way. Lagoons, ocean, everything. There's some particularly nasty biting things in the rainforest.
I was about to question about
the rainforest has got some particularly nasty little biters.
When I was on honeymoon, I got pretty much annihilated by bitey mosquitoes.
So a lot of
86 bites I had.
Well, a lot of people get off the plane and they haven't got the spray
I've
or
got
whatever.
the spray and everything.
Yeah, but a lot of people do get off the plane. That's when they get bitten.
Yeah.
That's when you get off the aeroplane.
No, I had the sprays and everything, but we did, what do you call it?
Absolutely no idea. What's this?
Zip wiring.
Oh, okay.
That's it, hold on to
Zip
it.
wiring.
Okay, I'm going to
And that's when you got bit.
Well, we'd just done the zip wiring, and then they take you to a lagoon where you can go and swim in the if you wanted to. Yeah, and it had rained that morning, so they all came up. Yeah. Yes. Luckily, we don't have to go through that to get some gemstones like these. This is from Ethiopia.
You can tell.
So you've got the most amazing. I can imagine the snakes and all kinds of stuff in Ethiopia.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be petrified.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Would be petrified. This has got the most amazing pinfire, though. The array of colours that you're getting.
We're going to have to try and find something that really does show this gemstone off to its finest, because it's unbelievable. The pinks are unbelievable.
Yeah.
There's red there as well.
They are fabulous, aren't they? Look at that.
I mean, have you still got your two cabochons over there?
Yeah. I don't touch them in case that it becomes one cabochon.
Oh my word, look.
The two cabochons were...
I like two little eyes now.
Yeah.
And a smiley face, it's a little emoji now. Looks like a cat.
My cat emoji.
Yeah.
Which is brilliant. We're looking at not the cabs in the centre. They're coming up as a star by a little bit later on, and there will be 3 of them, not 2 of them. I've just lost one.
Oh, nearly.
Linda, just take them away from me. Now, £9.95
Ethiopian opal.
for Ethiopian opal, which is bananas. Absolutely bananas.
Sorry, I'm absolutely entranced with this Sillimanite, and it just works so well again with that opal. That ethereal white queen, winter queen type of look.
Do you know what? You hid your excitement about the Sillimanite really well.
Did I?
Yeah.
Do you know what I want to make now with those? The opal and that, I want to make a white queen, the snow queen tiara.
Now, while you're left with that, sit back, relax, because we've got loads of pills coming up in the next hour, and then the final kit as well.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates through items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Our Jewellery Maker community is a fantastic platform to share, learn, chat and make new friends. So why not like our Facebook page and join over 64,000 like-minded people. Love Jewellery Maker but don't have an account? You can now purchase items on the Jewellery Maker website through our guest checkout. To do so, select the products you wish to purchase and head over to the shopping basket. Simply enter your email address and select Continue as Guest below. After this, the checkout process is simple. Select your quantity and delivery option and then check out securely. Enter your billing details and either a credit card or PayPal account and proceed to payment. From here, you still have the option to create an account if you wish, making shopping online easier for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. You can now book Jewellery Maker workshops online. Just head over to our Jewellery Maker website and click on the workshop link. We have a wide range of workshops from beginner to intermediate, covering a variety of mediums. Once you've found a workshop you would like to attend, simply click on the Book Now button, fill in the required fields, and then press Continue. This will take you through to the payment page. If you have any questions, you can contact our workshop coordinator at any time by emailing workshop@jewellerymaker.com. We look forward to seeing you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Getting started with Jewellery Maker couldn't be easier. When you spend with us £4.95, you will get a free welcome pack. That welcome pack will give you pretty much everything you need to get started. From a manual, which will help you to familiarise yourself with all of the items that you're going to be creating and all of the products that you need, including tools and findings and threads. You'll also get a DVD and step-by-step project cards. These cards and the DVD will give you the chance to be able to create a wonderful arrangement of different items of jewellery. Plus, you'll also get a free 3-pack of tools. These will be everything you need to get started. So, getting started with the Jewellery Maker couldn't be easier. So why not give it a go today? Jewellery Maker, your one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs.
So normally, at 8 o'clock-ish, we bring you a must-have, don't we? Well, We fell in love with all of these pearls, so much so that we thought, we're not going to have one. We're going to do all the pearls as a must-have. So this is the first one of your must-haves for this evening. It's almost a flamingo pink, isn't it?
It is. It is a flamingo pink. Absolutely it is.
So isn't it flamingos, they get their pink from the shrimp they eat?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you eat too many tomatoes, you go red?
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. I think, is that all they eat, are shrimp?
I don't know.
Yeah, it is, apparently.
Yeah,
It is
yeah,
from
so that's the reason.
shrimps.
I can say that these have not eaten shrimp, but it is the flamingo pink that you're looking at. It's bright, and flamingos are everywhere at the moment.
They are.
It is fabulous to see that colour. I love it. It's very much, if you're not looking at flamingo pink, it's like a candy floss pink, isn't it?
Yes, it's very candy pink. Yes, it's these are the pearls that you wear in the summer, aren't they?
Holidays.
Or, yeah, holidays. Or in the winter when you've just got on a black dress or a dark chocolate coloured dress, and you just that on its own.
I like the
Those-
idea of the chocolate coloured dress
Yeah.
with these. Or even grey,
Yes, yeah.
a dark grey.
And just restrand it and wear them.
Yeah. So it is 6 to 7 millimetres in the size of the actual pearls themselves. It's a 38 centimetre strand, and they are near rounds. Believe it or not, near rounds. That is an intense, intense colour. I'm thinking, would I want to put it with something? I would want a little silver flamingo charm.
Oh, we did those recently. We had some silver pink.
They
We
work.
had silver, and we had silver with like little with pink, probably resin or something in it on the wings. That's only recently, in the last month.
Can you imagine that for a little girl with a little charm
Yeah,
on, as a
definitely.
bracelet or a necklace?
Mm-hmm.
Nice introduction to pearls then.
Yeah, exactly.
It would be fabulous as stretchy because you've got the 6mm to 7mm, which means it's perfect size to stack. Really comfortable to wear. Go nice with your top, actually.
Yeah, so again, it's holiday wear. It's fun, isn't it? It's you know the cream, the white, the champagne are sort of statement, a little bit more serious jewellery sort of thing. But this is a way of wearing the same gem, but in a more of a
Light-hearted.
a light-hearted way. Yeah, and I think it's actually introducing what used to be known as, oh, I can't wear pearls, I'm too young. It's introducing that then, isn't it? Yes, you can, because we've got all these gorgeous, pretty colours.
Let me just show you some of the other colours as well, if you're thinking of stacking them or mixing and matching them. Imagine this with the most amazing purple.
Now, that really is something else now, isn't it? It takes on a different, you know, in my mind, it's a different piece of jewellery I'm thinking of now.
See why they're all the must-haves?
Yeah.
£19.95 is what you're looking at price-wise. What if I popped it with a blue?
Stunning.
I like those two together.
And the blue, the purple and the pink.
Why not? Why
Yeah, lovely.
not?
The ladder weave of those. Beautiful.
There's another blue as well if you wanted to mix it up a bit more.
Yeah, see, that changes again, doesn't it? Everything changes. Even the nacre on the pearl itself, you know, the iridescence of it changes.
It's got such an amazing, almost a mirror-like finish to the surface of the nacre that it is picking up the colour next to it. And that's the beauty of pearls. If the nacre is really good, it's fabulous. Now, as I showed you the purple one first, shall we just bring that one in for you right now? See, but you're looking at the different colours that could go with this.
They all work together, every strand.
Yeah. But I'd also like to pop it. All right, pop it.
Actually, you wouldn't remember, but in the 50s, there was a plastic bead called pop-it beads. And they popped inside one another, and you got them in a myriad of different shades and hues, and it was very much a cult thing in the 50s. reams and reams of them, and you could buy the strands of the pink, the yellow, buy a strand of blue, and then you could interchange them. And that's what I think I would do with all of the strands of pearls. I would just have a pearl soup and then strand.
Yeah.
And probably have about 3 strands to that necklace.
Yeah, I like
If
the
it's a
idea
little
of
bit
that.
more serious, piece of a little bit more sophisticated, not serious jewellery, pop the seeds in. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, I do like the seeds with it.
That makes it more of a sophisticated look, doesn't it?
Yeah, it takes it to a different level then.
They'd look lovely crisscrossed around, you know, crisscross each. You go one way and then you come back the other way and you crisscross them like kisses.
Oh, I see
between
what
the
you mean.
pearls, yeah.
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 This is where I'm not going to be able to do it.
No, you won't because they're too slippy.
Blues together.
They're gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Again, for capsule jewellery for holidays, just take a bracelets and perhaps 2 necklaces and 5 bracelets. Or how many have we got? 1, we've got 3, we've got 6 colours, haven't we?
Yep. 2,
So
4, 6. Yeah.
say 1 multi-coloured, 6-coloured pearl necklace, right? In like a pearl soup, and then take the coordinating 1 plain purple, 1 plain blue, 1 plain, you know, bracelet, and that then is your capsule jewellery, and you could wear them all. I can see that with a multicoloured maxi dress. You could wear them all, or you can just wear one at a time.
Yeah, you can mix and match
whatever.
them,
But
can't
it will
you?
just take you on holiday completely, and
Yeah.
perhaps just a couple of pairs of earrings.
I really want to go on holiday now.
Yeah, definitely. And that's when you can wear fun jewellery, isn't it? It works, you know, when you're in the. I know we've got gorgeous weather here, but it's something different when you're in gorgeous weather and the sea and the beach bars, and the and the surfer dudes and the. I'm rambling now because I've got pictures in my head.
That's it, you're off on holiday in your head, aren't you?
Yeah.
Come back to us, Linda! Come back! How about
That's a pretty colour, isn't it?
It's a beautiful colour.
It is.
That's the kind of green that even if you don't like green, you'll like it. You will like it.
You know, strange enough, I was reading something this morning about pearls, and it was something that has never occurred to me before. But you know, you get, I know these are dyed pearls, correct?
Yeah.
Because they don't come out of the ground like this. So
come out of the ground.
you know, we demand now
Yeah.
colours and whatever, and this, that, and the other. So there's a market for them because that's why we have them.
Yeah.
And I was reading actually that this adds to the cost of a pearl.
Right, it's an
Because there's
additional
more
thing, isn't
processes
it? Yeah.
that go on, so
Yeah,
it does add to the cost of a pearl.
Yep. Yeah, it is an extra and additional process. You're still using, you're using additional things to go onto it. So yeah.
They're gorgeous
They
colours,
do
aren't they?
take dye really well as well because they're porous,
Yes.
which is why they always say it should be the last item on when you're getting dressed and the first item
Yeah.
off. And don't spray it with things like perfumes and hairsprays and hand creams and things like that. You want to keep them away from.
Hairspray makes pearls bubble, because I've had it happen to me.
Yeah.
They bubble, the nacronic bubbles. So do keep your hairspray away from
Yeah,
them.
absolutely. What can we do price-wise? We're taking it lower than the previous two to £16.95. That's really good value.
Beautiful colour, isn't it?
It's a stunning colour, and this is one of those colours that I think will work with a lot of different things. In fact, let's bring the blues back in, because I'm a bit in love with the
I think if
blues.
you put them all together as well, as a last ovation to it, bring them all together.
Every single one.
Because I think every single one of them work together beautifully. Really, really good. I mean, that's just summer, isn't it? On a hand, summer there, on a hand. Absolutely beautiful. You know, either one of the colours or all of them. They all, you know, it just worked beautiful. I just that's a lovely colour mix with that very pastel primrose in there. It's beautiful.
Look at those two
They all work together, actually. Whichever ones you put together work.
In fact, I'll just pop the yellow one with it in a second as well, but I love those two. But then take a look at how it changes very dramatically if I just pop it with the yellow.
Completely. Now that is a 50s look. Yeah, that's like, you know, in Greece. What's the name? In Greece, you do know. Yeah, Sandy. Yeah, this is Sandy jewellery.
Yeah. Yeah.
Olivia Newton-John, isn't it?
Yeah. Now, taking the wrong one off. Let's bring the lemon one.
That's stunning.
It's soft on the colour, which is
It's
really
beautiful.
nice.
Yes, it's like a very pale primrose, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Be lovely with that lemon quartz.
Oh, it would. It absolutely would. I'd also like to...
Yeah, they'll go with everything.
You managed to get the seed beads earlier on. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes.
Stunning.
Yeah, they are. Without a shadow of a doubt.
I mean, if you've got summer weddings, whether it's this season or next season, you know, we're making up jewellery. I've just had a big order for a wedding next May. And when you think about, you know, again, little flower girls, bridesmaids, etc., this is the sort of things, these are the colours, basically, that the majority of people choose, aren't they? Or a variation of the purple, you know, a different hue of the purple. So these make lovely little gifts. For a bridal party, or, you know, for members of the, you know, all the guests and everything as well. It's a gem that can be very young and childlike, and then very sophisticated and adult-like as well. It's got two different sort of lives, hasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
It works. I mean, I can very much imagine that on a mother of the bride.
That would look really nice, actually. It would. It's nice to have it. To have it.
To have it all.
It's nice to have it as a gift as well, in the regard of it's the tradition to give flowers, isn't it?
Yeah.
The flowers don't last for 5 minutes.
No.
Especially my roses. They're all withered. And...
Yeah.
So pearls.
Yeah, exactly. Again, going back to shibori, these are perfect for shibori, the vibrant colours of shibori, to nestle in there, peek out from in the folds of the shibori.
Hello.
Absolutely stunning.
Yeah, you can imagine them just sitting there
Absolutely,
waiting to be
absolutely.
discovered.
Yeah.
What can we do price-wise on these is the question. Ooh, cheeky, cheeky. £16.95. Now, if you were lucky enough to get a hold of one of the kits in the first hour, this would go really nicely with those.
Absolutely.
It's the same kind of
Yeah.
tone that you're getting running through it.
It is a
Which is
pretty colour,
fab.
that is.
Yeah.
Because again, I'm not a fan of yellow, but I love this primrose
Say that
version.
again.
Yellow.
Yellow.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of yellow, but I do like, you know, the sort of pastel versions of it.
It's almost like a little duckling.
Yeah.
Cute. Cute little duckling. Yeah, you can imagine little girls.
Yeah, definitely.
Little flower girls.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah. I mean, little girls these days now are very aware. I mean, I've got 3 6-year-old granddaughters and an 8-year-old, and they're all very aware of fashion, even, you know, even from with their own contemporaries. Do you know what I mean? And they'll say, "Oh, so and so's got this, so and so," and you know, I know that sort of always has been. That you think, "Oh, I'd like that," and this, that, and the other, but I know my granddaughters would love to sit and bead with a with those colours of pearls, and quite happily wear them.
Yeah.
You know, because they like to dress up, don't they? And this is, to me, is that sort of feeling, isn't it? That you dress up a little bit light-heartedly, and you know, let's go and have a Pimm's.
See, I kind of don't feel like I give my daughter that opportunity, because she's always into things, because she's only 1.5, so she's always in trousers. Because guaranteed, she's crawling on her knees.
Absolutely, yes. But you
everything.
wait till she's 3, and then she'll say, "I'm not wearing those, Mummy. I want a dress." You know, that's what happened with the twins. You know, you can tell them up to about the age of 3, and then they go their own way.
Yeah.
And they go onto the websites themselves and
Stupidly showed her how to use, you know, the touch.
yeah,
Move, Mummy.
yeah, I know.
Don't show that. So now she's like, eh. Bad move.
You see little ones in cafes and that, don't you? And in pubs and things, and they're on their mum's phone, aren't they? On games and things. I think, oh, what a shame.
Well, the picture my husband posted on Facebook was my daughter playing on trying to figure it out, but on the computer console.
Yeah, oh, they soon pick it up, trust me.
They really do.
Amazing.
They really do. She knows how to use my phone better than I do.
Yeah.
She's actually shown me how to use. It's really bad. So we're looking at electric blue. Love electric blue. Love the intensity of the colour. There's just something about it. I mean, it's just You know, like
There
you're
is.
saying about the vivid blue of the lapis lazuli.
Yeah,
This
nestling
kind of-
in between those would be beautiful. Yeah, it really would.
And it's got this
I
beautiful
really would.
metallic sheen to it as well, which I think brings it out even more. Does bring it out even more. Look at this.
You know, there's sort of trend as well towards all these in the summer we have multicoloured fabrics for dresses, and there's a lot of the cinched in waists and then sort of out petticoat, sort of out type, very 50s looking again. And then you get sort of a V-neck at the back, and then you get a hidden zip and false buttons. These look fantastic as the buttons, because they're not buttons to open, they're actually, you know, faux buttons, as it were. A bit like
Oh,
a
they
bride,
would,
you know, the
yeah.
back view of a bride with the faux buttons. These are fantastic for something like that. Just open it up, you know. It's absolutely, you can do it. There's so many ideas for things like this that are fun. I mean, there's no doubt about it. These are fun, aren't they? They
are fun.
for, you know, enjoying.
It's not the serious.
Not the serious look. It's
No.
more the, you know, it's summer and let's celebrate
It's quirky.
it. Yep.
It's quirky, it's enjoyable, and it's about living life, isn't
Well,
it?
you know, it took the West a long time to get into coloured gemstones, I believe. You know, coloured gemstones are a fairly recent thing as opposed to diamonds and things. And I think that's happening with pearls now. I think pearls are getting bigger and not better, but different.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot more variation
Yeah.
than we once upon a time had.
Yeah.
Now, the next one, I'm going to bring you sky blue.
I'd like to see a sky that colour.
I would like to see a sky that colour as well, in fairness. It is not really a sky blue.
It's like a sea. It's like a lagoon blue, isn't it? You
Yeah.
get sort of in a very posh.
It's like the
Lagoon.
kind of blue that you don't want to give that drink to your kid.
True.
You know, when you see the sort of
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
icy, slushy.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And then they're sort of jumping around everywhere and going generally quite mad.
Yeah. It's the kind of blue that makes you go, oh, don't eat that.
I know, it's that sweet, the multicoloured little sweet with the icing. I'll say it anyway, the sweets are available. Smarties, I don't give any of my lot those. You can visibly see
those.
within 5 minutes of them eating them, you can see that their eyes go evil.
Really?
Absolutely. Oh, let's see what we can do and Nanny won't see. You know, sort of thing.
I'm pretty sure, didn't they stop the blue one?
I think they did.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
love Smarties.
Yeah.
Other sweets are available. I love those
I
as
know,
well.
I do too.
Amazing.
Yeah, I do.
I
Absolutely.
like cracking them
Yeah.
so the shell drops
Yeah,
off
absolutely.
and then sucking the chocolate. Yes.
Yeah, they're bigger. Sorry, I was talking about Smarties and minstrels.
Yeah, we're
other
talking about
sweets are
various different
available.
sweets, yeah. Oh, that's it. The list of sweets are coming out now. Stop it, you're making me hungry. We're just going through all of it now, aren't we?
Chocolate.
Oh,
More
chocolate. Oh. My next door neighbour gave a Kit Kat or the chocolate biscuity type things or wafery things are available. And she hadn't eaten, she's having problems with the teeth. So she sucked all the chocolate off it so she didn't have to bite it and it just went everywhere. She'd have anything soft as long as it's been soft recently, so yogurts and things like that, but she's not wanting to eat much because the heat
sore
for a
teeth,
start, yeah. But her teeth are really hurting her at the moment.
Oh, bless her.
It's all right. There's 20 in total that come through. We've got 5 so far.
Oh, gosh.
Long way to go. This time we're looking at sky blue coloured freshwater cultured pearls. Can I just point out, please do not eat these, as we've been talking about chocolates and things. But they are the most amazing vibrance, aren't they? Oh, £19.95. No. £16.95. That's better. This would look really nice with you.
I was just
again.
thinking that, looking at this, yeah. I was
Yeah.
just thinking that, yeah. Absolutely.
Stretchies, stack 'em. They'd be great for stacking.
Definitely. Definitely. Stacking as a stacker necklace as well as a stacker bracelet.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah. So what colour combination would you go for? out of all of them?
To be honest, I put them all together. That's what I like more than
Okay.
anything. All 6 together is what I like. But I think you've got sort of primaries and pastel variation as well
I
there.
quite like that one.
Yeah, that is beautiful. Every ones that you put together, whichever form you put them in, it creates a different feeling. Literally a different feeling. Yeah, immediately. But they all work, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They really do.
It really doesn't matter. They all work. See, that is a really nice 5 strands, which is the odd number, and keep those strands fairly similar like they are there, and then pop in the polar opposite, and it looks fabulous.
Yeah.
It looks as if it's, but you've spent months and months and months thinking about that design, how it should work.
Now I'm just going to put the last one in, and I am
They all
doing it in
work.
the blues. It's selfish
Yeah.
because I do like the blues.
Yeah,
They're
see,
really lovely.
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there isn't one. I can't work out mathematically how many variants there are on the strands, but there's a lot to play with
Yeah,
to give you
don't-
different colours. But there must be quite a lot, and that every single one will work.
Yeah. They will indeed. £16.95 for the sky blue. So they are your must-have for today. We've got a multitude of them. Enjoy. Enjoy. Now. I love this one. Check this out.
Oh, isn't it stunning? My daughter would love that.
Yeah. It's so sweet.
It is.
It's so simple and sweet. I was looking in at Jewellers a while ago, and I bought a charm. It's not that type of charm, it's their competitors' charm, for my bracelet, which I haven't found since I've moved. Oh dear. Oh!
Having an opal moment.
Oh! Oh! That's
That was a bit below the belt. wasn't
Yeah,
it?
that's just hurt. That's. But they had a selection of jewellery. They had like a little catalogue to show you different, because it's a boutique jeweller, so the different collections that they had. One of them was very simple. It was just sterling silver chain with either a little extension of a tube, or it was a circle, and it seems to be a really big fashion at the moment. It's just these really simple, almost urban style jewellery. And this is perfect. It's perfect.
Yeah, it's very links of Ujibar, very links of leather, isn't it? It's
Yes,
that type of.
it is very links of leather.
Can't get my words out. Links of leather.
Other are available.
And I mean, as a jewellery maker, that is it's a ready-made bracelet, obviously, but as a jewellery maker, you can also add to it. You've got
Yes.
large links, obviously the large jump ring, flattened jump rings, but you've got the links in between. That perhaps just one length of the links. Try saying that when you've had a few. Length of the links. You could even pop in those rubies or the peridot just as a colour splash.
Yeah.
Within there, so
Yeah.
you know, from a jewellery maker's point of view, you can still add to that and make it unique.
Yeah. There we are.
And make it. I would probably elongate it slightly as well. I think to make a nice ankle chain.
Ooh.
Just put a few little jump rings on the end to
They're
get you
coming back
extra
again
length.
as well.
Yeah.
I like anklets. Do like anklets. £24.95 is the price we're looking at. 7.5 inches in length, and you're looking at 3.84 grams of sterling silver. That's a lot of sterling silver again, isn't it? Really nice amount. You have got a barrel clasp at the end. You could extend it. I mean,
Yeah, easily you can extend
Yeah.
it. You just add sterling silver jump rings, and
Yeah.
then you know, remove the clasp, add the sterling silver jump rings, and then put the
Yeah.
clasp back on.
there we are.
It's
I
lovely.
love it. Now, next up, oh, hello, I'm destroying everything. Oh dear. Oh dear. It's one of my daughter's favourite sayings, that is. Oh dear. I wonder where she got that from.
Yeah.
Oh dear. White freshwater cultured potato pearls, 5x4, 38 centimetres. Aren't they pretty? Don't like the name. Never liked the name potato
No,
pearls.
I don't know where that's come from, but you know, it really should be reconsidered, that
Yeah.
potato. I don't think that should not be put anywhere near a pearl.
No. Have you ever seen a pretty potato?
Never. I like
They
potatoes.
taste nice, don't
yeah,
they?
I like
They taste
them.
amazing.
Yeah,
But
I like them, but no, I haven't seen a pretty one. I've never looked and said, oh, that's a pretty potato.
I don't want that one. That one's really pretty.
That was much. Oh, that's really downright ugly.
Yeah, it doesn't quite go, does it? It doesn't quite. It's like rice beads.
It doesn't work. No.
Rice pearls as well. Although I don't know why, but the rice I can.
Yeah, almost live with.
Yeah.
But
You
not
still go.
potato.
Oh, that grain's really pretty.
Yeah, no.
Doesn't work. Doesn't work. So, we are looking at white freshwater cultured potato pearls, and they are really pretty as potatoes.
Yeah, as
don't
potatoes
try and
go.
fry them. And they are just the perfect size to wear every single day if you wanted to, as a simple bracelet, simple necklace. Any other suggestions on these?
Tiaras, you know, any hair combs, hair vines, they're perfect.
Yeah.
They're the perfect size pearl for that, because you can gather them together into sort of little twisty flower shapes or whatever, have them, you know, in different sort of heights and whatever, put them really close together. They're that size pearl that looks stunning if you really keep them close together. So you've got a real, almost, you know, a fence of pearls, whereas the larger ones obviously show more spaces between them,
That'd be
but
nice,
those
wouldn't
don't. Just keep it really busy. And you can pop those in as the sort of almost little leaves on them.
We have a massage come through, which I'm going to have to get you to read. You've got your glasses on.
I can read the top one.
Can you?
All right, it's from Samantha in West Yorkshire.
Hello.
And hi, Samantha. She says, my daughter Elizabeth wants to know why these beads are all connected to food.
Yes, I want to know that as well. Really do not know. Have
If
no
you can
idea.
find that out, Samantha,
Yeah.
or Samantha's daughter, please let us know.
'Cause
Or
it's
if you can find a
bizarre.
way of changing the word potato, that would be really beneficial.
Yeah, I think it's just down to the shape, and they've just gone, oh, but why have they gone, what food could we name it after?
It could have been egg.
I did think that.
That probably would have been worse.
Egg
£7.95?
Egg pearls. £7.95. It's cheap as chips.
That's potato pearl again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cheap as chips, yeah, go on.
Yeah.
I get it. It's just pennies just dropped. Just dropped. Yeah, ka-ching.
There we are, cheap as chips. £7.95. They are, doesn't matter what they're called, they are brilliant, they are stunning, they're going to look amazing in whatever you make, and it's a fantastic price for the strand as well. Really, really good. Now, are you ready? Because already, are you ready already? Oh dear, star by time. We're just admiring this ourselves.
This is so useful, this chain, in as much as you won't
gonna love
lose
it.
anything at all, because if you imagine, if these are just rosary linked to chain, then rosary linked to the next pearl, then rosary linked to the chain. You can see the rosary linking either side of there. So consequently, if you wanted to, you can just take the, snip at the rosary link there.
No!
Yeah, you can, well, you can, but then don't forget you've got some 0.4 wire that you can then remake that, so you
Yep.
won't have to lose anything at all. And then just have that as the drop with the one pearl on the end for the earring. That's
Yeah.
a pair of fabulous earrings made in less than 5 minutes.
Oh, see, that's genius. That is genius. I would like it as a necklace because I just think it's the most beautiful, delicate look. I don't know if I keep it that length though.
Well, no, you can shorten it because then
Yeah.
you would have your earring. Just take the two
Yes,
off of it
yeah,
and
yeah.
you have your earring. This
Oh,
is
that'd
the
work.
rosary link chain pearl necklace. I don't know whether you were watching earlier today. I think it was this morning when Zena and Fleur Hastings were on, and they did this tin cup necklace, which was made famous in the film Tin Cup. For some reason or other, it really just hit people's imaginations, and it literally is a pearl knotted either side, and then the silk, about an inch of silk of the knotting material, then a pearl again. We had the little spacer thingies in the little tin cup spacers, and this is the next level up, if you see what I mean, to that particular style of necklace.
Let me. Ooh. Just hold that like that. Isn't that just exquisite?
It's just beautiful.
Yeah.
And they're beautiful baroque pearls.
You don't need to do much with it if you don't want to. You can just, as Linda said, just take the earrings from it and then have it as a necklace as well. Look beautiful as a bracelet, as an anklet, because it is so delicate. It would look, again, really pretty.
Absolutely. If you deconstruct it as well into its chain length with a pearl, make a fantastic tassel.
Oh, it would. It absolutely would.
It would be amazing. I mean, as well, I tell you what would look stunning and which would elevate this hugely in its design and everything. But each of the links of chain are big enough easily to get a 0.4 wire through it, or a featherweight head pin. And I would put something like the rubies that we've had.
Yeah.
Black spinels or whatever, and literally, as I showed in the demo earlier, you know, the half stage to the wrapped loop, and then popping it through the loop and then finishing it off, and having all of that then very densely covered in a small gemstone like a ruby, an emerald, anything that's got some sparkle and clarity to it would elevate that to a 3-figure pair of earrings.
Nice. Very nice indeed. What can we do price-wise on this one then? So, £16.90.
Wow.
That's
now
amazing.
You can really make that grow in value. I just thought of another thing as well, retaining the wrap loop on the bottom end of the pearl and dropping a tassel from that via a jump ring, or again a drop of, you know, really high-end sparkly gemstones.
Yeah, for £16.95.
I tell you what's really
price.
really hit me are the lapis.
Oh,
The lapis, those lovely, really deep blue lapis in each, probably 2 in each link. I mean, I'd love to try and do it. Well, I would do that. It would just elevate them to such different to what you're seeing there. So there again, you know, you've got something that's ready-made, just attach a clasp to it if you want to. But again, as a jewellery maker, you can use your hobby and work on it. So, you know, it's a win-win situation.
It's the nice thing about it. And that, I mean, again, £16.95 is nothing in comparison to what you could be paying for something like this.
I mean, literally, a pair of earrings off that, you wouldn't sell under £16.95, surely, would you? You really wouldn't.
That's using one pearl, isn't it?
Well, that's using, well, you've got 2 pearls, 2 lengths of the chain, and I think you'd probably put them about £21.95 to £25, all depends where you're selling. So, you know, on a pair of earrings, you've got what you've spent on the whole chain.
Yeah. And it is ½ a metre, so 50 centimetres in length. And you're getting 1.15 grams of sterling silver in that chain as well. There are less than 10 left, unfortunately. It's not very many, is it?
No, not at all.
No. So if you want it, you've got to be checking the basket out quickly. Very, very quickly.
Stunning. No, there is. It's absolutely infinite what you can do with that chain if you think about it.
I just think it's one of the most beautiful ways of wearing pearls. What was the next one, sorry? Ooh, we're going to stick with pearls. Pearls. Hello.
They're gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful, aren't they? Size-wise, shape-wise.
Perfect potatoes. So we're looking at 7 by 6, so they are classed as potato pearls. 38 centimetres in length is the size of the strand.
You're going to have to humour me and put the silimonite with it again.
I can't believe you've actually still got the silimonite sitting next to you.
It's not going anywhere till I go home. And then it might go where the opal's gone.
Oh dear.
Oh,
was it in your shoe?
No. No. But I'm just saying, wherever the opal's gone, these might follow.
You are looking at just the most sumptuous amount of nacre on there as well. So the nacre is the surface layer, also known as the orient of the pearl. And what you want from an orient, you want to have, well, from a pearl in general, is the shape is really important, the size is really important, the luster is super important, because you want to make sure that it's got no imperfections, you don't want any blemishes, you don't want any black marks or anything like that, because of course this is forming inside a mollusk, so you can imagine little bits of sand and little bits of grit can get into there. Because it's being formed inside a mollusk, it grows in layers, so you can occasionally, you can see those, and they look fantastic, don't they? But if you want to have it so it looks as close to an ear round or as close to the most perfect kind of nacre, you don't want those marks in it. These are fabulous.
These conjure up pictures in my mind, particularly with the Sillimanite 3 pearls, or just the pearls on there. It conjures up a mind of a little cashmere twin set and a pencil skirt. And what a look would that be? Wouldn't it? Yeah.
It'd be fab.
Yeah.
It would be fab. These are the kind of pearls that make us fall in love with pearls.
Yes.
Because they've got all the qualities you could possibly want.
Yeah.
Great size, great shape, not the greatest name, but great size, great shape, and great orient.
And you know, what was I going to say now? That shocked me. I mean, it's silly at that price anyway. I was about to say you should wear your pearls. Well, at that price, of course, you should wear your pearls. But they respond. They're like an opal, aren't they? They really respond to being worn, and they sort of get more luxurious if you wear them. Fleur mentioned it this morning, but I saw the documentary of the Queen. I think it was David Dimbleby interviewed her. And we've got all the crowns and that, the various crowns on the side of her, and she'd picked up... I can't remember what it was, but it was a piece of jewellery that had pearls in it. And she said, look, those pearls look really sad there. Aww. So even she realised, or she knew, I won't say realised, she actually knew, and she said that pearls should be worn. From taking them out of a box and putting them on, they completely change. The aura, everything of it, that completely changed. And she says, you know, as soon as they get the warmth of the skin and the natural oils from the skin, that's why she wears them all the time. And they go with everything.
Like opals. Opals
yeah,
need
exactly.
To be worn.
They need to be worn. So don't put them in a box and put them away. Wear them.
Yeah, they are brilliant. Did you know as well, the orient you can see different colours in. So they judge on the base colour, which is, this would be a cream, and then they judge on the colours that come through in the orient.
Yeah.
So pinks are really desirable, greens are less desirable, but pinks are really desirable, and that's what's nice here is you are getting those pinks coming through. Beautiful. Now I'm going to leave that with you and bring... Ooh, wait till you see these.
Hurry up then. Oh my goodness. I've not seen pearls this colour before. They're like a bronze.
Check out.
Wow.
In more ways than one, check your basket out, check your cart out, and check these out. How amazing are these?
They're gorgeous, aren't they?
They're chocolate nuggets. They are chocolate nuggets. That's what they look like. Oh, it makes me think of, you know, when you have a hot chocolate, when it's the real chocolate, and you've got little chips that you put in, and
Look at these. Look at, it's like almost got a pin fire on that, and they're bright pinky reds.
So you're getting the dye on there, of course, and you've got the orient there, really bringing it to life. The purple, you're actually getting a purple tone coming out of these.
That's stunning.
And it's massive. It's absolutely massive. So these are bronze freshwater sculptured pearls.
Again, if you can multi-buy on these, just have, say, 5-6 strands of same length in these pearls, going through jump rings at the end of each, and then a single jump ring through to the clasp, and about 6 lengths of them, but as I say, the same length, and they look fantastic. You keep them, so you can keep them like that, so that you've got the gap between them. But if you put about 6 like that, so that they're on top of one another, particularly this shape, and you have all the anomalies of all the different points and curves and that on it, that is sophistication at its best. I mean, that is stunning.
They are really lovely,
Really
aren't they?
stunning, yeah.
Really lovely. Oh, I like that.
Really lovely. Such an, again, with like sort of...
There is unfortunately bad news on this one. There are 6 chances available and that's it.
Absolutely fantastic again with that very much an autumn winter look with the cardigan or the cashmere or over the pashmina or what, the polar neck. It's really stunning. Really stunning, really. If you can sort of imagine the look in your head, it sells you on the pearl then. Definitely. But sort of when you look at the pearl and you think, what am I going to do with it? Don't worry about that. As soon as it comes into your hands, as soon as it's delivered to you, it will inspire you. It really will.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to have it in your hands, don't you?
Yeah.
And of course you have got that money back guarantee as well, so if you do want to get it home and have a look at it, then if you decide it's not right for you in any way, shape or form, you are more than welcome to send it back, so don't worry about that. Get a full refund. They are fab.
Gorgeous.
Now I've got some ruby. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Hello, hello, hello. So I am looking at, am I looking at the faceted rondelles or am I looking at the plain rondelles? Very nice. Good choice. Ruby.
Big.
They are. They are indeed. So these, they're very plummy, aren't they?
They are plummy, very Victoria plummy.
Do like those. It's like a good red wine, that. 62 carats of ruby graduated plain rondelles. 3x1 to 7x3 millimetres, and it's a 15 centimetre strand. It's really lovely. It's really, really lovely. Can I just double check? Any treatment on this? No treatment at all, so no fissure filling, no dyeing, no coating, nothing. Completely and utterly natural. Should be £17.95. We're going under 10.
Wow. Who'd have thought you could get a ruby under £10? It's silly, isn't it?
Ruby under 10, it's ridiculous. Redonkulous, I tell you, redonkulous.
Shouldn't be said in the same breath, should it?
No. No, no, no.
Same sentence even?
No. There we are, under £10. What would you do with this?
I'd be inclined to put them with a Baroque pearl.
It's not Baroque, don't fix it.
That's right. Even the big sort of nucleated ones. I'd even consider putting the other rubies with them as well. You know, the faceted ones. Pearls always work well with a ruby.
Yeah.
I'll just ask you to get that. Is that some spinel, is it? No, it's not. What's that?
This is black opal.
Wow. Now that works. Wow, I can see the pinfire on it now, yeah. Wow. Oh yeah, I can see that turquoise pinfire coming through on it now. That works, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very sultry, isn't it?
Yeah, very, incredibly.
Yeah, that works.
like
So the
that.
red's coming
Yeah,
through.
I like
Now, I'm going to bring this to you, which is tourmaline. If I can reach it. There we are.
Oh, that's pretty.
Known as the rainbow stone, because it comes in so many different colours. It is the most complex gemstone for its chemical composition. How this even exists is beyond me.
Yeah.
Because it's just got so many different factors.
Page, it's a whole page, isn't it,
Yeah.
the formula?
It's ridiculous. And each time you've got a different colour, you've got a different addition to that composition or a reduction to that composition. So each time you get a different colour, its complexity, it just baffles me. It really baffles me. There is only 23 of these. Look at this one, look at this one. It's multicoloured. That's
Apparently the
brilliant.
Greeks believed, the ancient Greeks believed that tourmaline, rainbow tourmaline evolved because as it came through the ground, it went through what they called a storm of rainbow. That's what you know how incredibly romantic we get some of these myths and things, and that's why they called it the rainbow tourmaline, because they believed as it came up through the ground, it went through all these storms and rainbows.
Ah, that's nice.
It is nice.
I
It's
heard,
lovely. I just think the myth is.
Yeah.
The myths are beautiful to describe because it does describe things so well.
Yeah. Yeah, under £10 though.
Wow, they can't do under £10 for a rainbow tourmaline.
Rainbow
No,
tourmaline. I've heard of the I think it's Mexican one where they believe it comes through the sky, through the rainbow and
Yeah,
then into
well,
the
there you
ground.
go, yeah,
It's the
exactly,
same thing,
yeah.
isn't it? Because you have got so many different colours. £10. It's not going to hang around, is it?
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful.
Love the fact you got the yellow ones in there. You very rarely get the yellow tourmalines.
I mean, I've got again. Well, it's a bangle. I've had it a long, long time. It was in a display case in a hotel in London, and I really was taken by this bangle. I loved it because I like jewel colours, and I call these are what I call a jewel. You know, a jewel colour, a gem colour. And I had no idea what it was, but I knew I liked it. And then for Christmas, my husband had bought it me for Christmas and that. Do you know, I never knew what it was because it's probably 20 years ago. And it was tourmaline.
That's it.
Yeah, it was sort of bezel set in a bangle. And it's beautiful. And it's all about 7 or 8 stones in it, all the different colours.
Yeah.
And I took it in just to have it when I saw tourmaline for the first time. And yet it was confirmed as tourmaline. And yet then, not even knowing what it was at all, I was drawn to it.
Yeah. Some stones do just speak to you, and you tend to they find you.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely stunning. Really, really stunning. And they are these true colours as well, all of these colours.
Yeah. That is an incredible price for it as well. Love it. Now I'm going to leave that there with you and bring to you... Ooh, Morganite.
Oh, that's pretty.
It is pretty, isn't it? Did you say there's only 19 available? There's only 16 available. Oi, oi, oi. Oi, oi, oi. They're going to go before you even bring the price on. 45 carats of Morganite. Look at these. I love the shape. I love the faceting. Imagine those as earrings, little drops.
Absolutely gorgeous. And imagine that centre one with the seed beads going around the neckline and that being a pendant drop.
Oh, that'd be nice. Really nice.
Because Morganite and pearls are just beautiful because you get a lot of that pink in the pearls.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. Oh, they're just so pretty. I'd be very tempted as well to get that large one and pop it in a popcorn chain as a bracelet.
Yeah.
Just that one.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. They are a beautiful shape, aren't they? It's like a marquise shape-ish.
Would you put gold with them? Because I'm looking at them thinking...
Yeah, you could put silver and gold, to be
Yeah.
honest. I think it works. I mean, I think gold makes it more... How can I say it? A little bit more... I've used this word a lot tonight, but a little bit more serious. And perhaps the silver a little bit more... not so. I think it might be an age thing. I don't know. I really don't know. But it would change the look of it considerably. Rose gold probably is the one to go for if you're not sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Right, there is only 16 of these available, unfortunately. That is it. And we're taking it less than £10 for Morganite. Yeah.
I'm speechless.
I want to say turn that frown upside down.
No,
But
I can't. No, I mean, that...
It's an amazing price. We've had loads of amazing prices tonight. Grab it while you can. Check those baskets out. Get in your cart and check me out.
You see, 7 years ago, here at Jewellery Maker, that would be a £40 strand. We didn't have many £40 strands because obviously we weren't buying the amount of the volume that we buy now and that. But 7 years ago, that would have been a £40 strand. So that's what I find unbelievable and shocking is the fact that at that price, it doesn't sit with me at all. It really doesn't. I mean, a strand of nuggets. Tips and nuggets, yeah. Okay, that's fine at that price.
Yeah, that's what you would expect.
But not that.
Not when it's been faceted, not when it is Morganite.
No.
Not when it's the sizes that you're seeing there. It's just, it is bananas what we can do with prices, and it is down to the fact that we are able to buy large quantities now. 7 years ago we weren't able to. We can buy those bigger quantities, which means we can get better deals for you, and we do pass that saving on. So £8.95, it's your chance, last 16.
You know how the pearl chain was done?
Yeah.
With the baroque pearls, and I think I'd do that with that Morganite. Have that
nice.
little Rolo chain in between each.
Oh, sorry for the noise.
Don't worry about it.
Tanzanite. You You know what I was saying earlier on about the colour of the tanzanite, whether you see more of the purple or the blue, depends on how it's been cut down which optic axis?
Pardon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thankfully, they didn't ask me that question in the exam. This has been cut so more of the blue comes out. So down one optic axis, because it's orthorhombic, you've got 3 optic axes,
Yeah.
which is why you can get up to 3 colours.
Okay.
So if you think about it being pleochroic, if you cut it down one of the axes, more of the blue comes out because the light interacts with it slightly differently than if you cut it down another axis where you see more purples.
Okay.
So this has been cut, so more of the blue comes out.
So all the considerations from getting this tanzanite out of the ground and getting it here in that strand, all those different considerations have been gone through. That's astonishing,
Yeah.
really.
They need to
isn't
know
it?
how to angle it.
It's astonishing, isn't it?
It's phenomenal to think just how much detail has to go into. It's not just all take a stone and I'll cut it. It's what colour do you want to see?
Yeah.
What's the overall hue you want to see?
There's a lot of consideration going into it, doesn't there?
This strand has not been seen. Well, when was it? 2016. September 2016. It's £9.95. When you think about the fact that someone has sat and worked out what way to orient this stone.
Exactly.
If you asked me where the optic axes were, I'd be like, well, I'm sorry, what?
No, take it to the hospital and find that out.
It does sound like an ailment, doesn't it? But it's phenomenal to think what can be done.
I mean, I think at the moment as well, with the, you know, the tanzanite, with it's so few and far between coming out the ground, if not at all.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah, some of the
at
lines
this
are-
price, it doesn't sort of ring true, does it? But I think, you know, if you see tanzanite like this and that price, it's just a no-brainer, really, isn't it? I mean, I think eventually, probably during the next 10 years, you're only going to get tanzanite on the secondary market. I don't think you'll get it on the primary market because it's just getting less and less and less.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I mean, it's one location, so it's not like they can say, "Oh, I'll go somewhere else and find it," because they haven't yet.
Yeah. I say,
And
unless
they've
they
looked.
miraculously find it
Exactly.
somewhere else.
I'm
it's not-
sure they've looked.
Yeah. Now I'm going to bring to you. Ooh, hello. There's only 9 of these remain. I like that.
That's clever.
Oh, I do like that.
That's clever, isn't it?
Yeah. It is
Wow.
rose gold plated 925 sterling silver round open snake chain necklace. I like that. Have I got another one to go with it? I do. I was going to say that's a very thin neck.
That's nice. Yeah.
That's a very thin neck. Goodness me. I won't even get it round my wrist, I don't think. Aren't they lovely? So you do have 2 of them. You've got a beautiful sleekness to it.
Beautiful colour.
A really lovely colour.
It's really pink.
It is.
Really pink.
There's that shimmer over the surface as
Yeah,
well.
stunning. I bet that's going to be fluid as well, isn't it?
Shall we try?
Please.
Not as fluid
Not
as the
as
previous
fluid
one,
as the
but that's
previous
because
one.
it's...
That's because it's closer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Closer knitted. Yeah,
With it being a snake
different
chain, yeah.
altogether. But why I like trains like that to have some fluidity anyways, because it lessens the opportunity for them to break.
Yeah. No, they are fabulous. There is a tiny fraction of these available, and that is it, unfortunately. Proved very popular.
Beautiful.
Yeah, yeah, they really are.
Yeah, it just makes me wonder how that sort of chain has finished there, and you've gone into a solid. How has that been
Yeah.
made?
I wouldn't know even where to start doing something like that.
No idea at all.
I suppose it'd be soldering, wouldn't it?
Well, you would think
You'd
so,
have
but
to do
there's a
something.
lot of fluidity there, though,
Yeah.
isn't there? You know,
Yeah, yeah.
but you think the solder would make it a little bit stiffer, but it's not.
No. Beautifully done, and you can't actually see the differences. So we have got already, it's that time, believe it or not. I have got for you the opals coming up after the break. Maybe I'll be able to find the third one, who knows. I think it's under the furniture. But we then have the final kit. Take a look at these. Oh, aren't they lovely? Aren't they absolutely gorgeous? How long did it take you to do those?
I think I probably did that in an afternoon.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was an afternoon. Yeah, it was Tuesday
it.
afternoon.
Absolutely love it. Now, don't go anywhere. The deals are going to continue. The kit's coming up, and we shall see you very soon. Hopefully with a hot chocolate. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. See you in a minute.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker Studio, Ivy House, Henley Road, Studley, B80 7DU, and make sure you don't forget your customer number. Get making and good luck. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Did you know that when you book a Jewellery Maker workshop, you're given exclusive access to our Jewellery Maker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre.
Getting started with Jewellery Maker couldn't be easier. When you spend $4.95 with us, you'll get a free welcome pack which contains everything you need to get started, including step-by-step project cards and a DVD which will give you the chance to be able to create an arrangement of different items of jewellery. You'll also get a manual which will help to familiarise you with all the items you're going to be creating and all the tools you're going to need to do so. Plus you'll also get a free pack of tools. These will be everything you need to get started. Getting started with Jewellery Maker couldn't be easier, so why not give it a go today? Buying with Jewellery Maker online couldn't be easier. Just head over to our website, JewelleryMaker.com, and click on the register link. Simply fill in the required fields and you can shop 24/7. You'll also be privy to a faster checkout and personalised offers. Jewellery Maker, your one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs. Did you know no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging? Select our standard delivery for just $3.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for $5.95. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Welcome to Jewellery Maker. We are part of the Immediate Media family. Immediate Media is a fast-growing multimedia platform company who operates some of the most loved brands across the UK. Our brands range from our other shopping TV channel, The Sewing Quarter, to our very successful magazines, such as Simply Knitting, Molly Makes, and The Radio Times. We work incredibly hard to inspire you and bring you lots of exciting ideas and projects. So whatever your creative needs, you know that our crafting family will be there for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
if I'm a little bit dusty, I've just been crawling along the floor trying to find the opal. I have found an opal.
Yeah, you did. Look at the opal that she found.
There's the opal I found. It's not the opal.
But it is an opal.
But it is an opal that I did find. Oh, come. Linda, do you want to show him the opal? Because it's not happening, is it, for me today?
No, I think the opal's against you, isn't it? So you can talk about it. Are we doing it now?
Yes. So
Right, we'll
you
get that
will
one out
be
the
getting
way.
3 opals.
There's the little dent there.
Yeah,
The other
and
one.
it's the same kind of size as this one. Same beautiful, beautiful quality. You've got all the colours coming through. You're seeing an array of, I mean, just look at those. They are fantastic. When do we get cabs of opal? When do we get cabs of opal? Not very often at all. You're getting 3 of them in a pack. Oh, they're stunning.
Amazing.
They are stunning. There is only 11 of them available, and that is it. That is it.
Is it a carat weight or yes?
Yeah, it's
is, isn't it?
175
We
carats,
don't
but you
know.
are getting exacts.
Yeah.
So you're getting 2 of them, which are 7 by 5 millimetres. Guess which one I lost. And you're getting 1, which is the larger one, which you can still see there, 9 by 7 millimetres.
I mean, these for definite. I wouldn't think about doing anything with these myself. I would definitely take these to a professional.
Yeah.
You know, somewhere where you can trust them. You know them or you know of them, and in an ideal world I would have them very finely bezel set certainly into a ring. Because they'll be able to do the best job. You need the light coming up underneath the opal, so it needs to be slightly raised, doesn't it, for that to happen. Possibly a little bezel of little diamond chips around or something, which I'm just describing a ring I had years ago that got taken in a burglary. But the opals were exactly like this, and I was absolutely mortified when that went. Because I had that as a child. It was from an aunt. I was enamoured by this ring, and she eventually gave it me because I kept going on about this ring. As a child, I found it like mythical. You know, it's a fairy gemstone. It's like almost like Tinkerbell's jumping around inside, and this, that, and the other. The more you look, the more you see with opal, particularly Ethiopian opal.
If you look at the sort of the history of the opal, it wasn't until the 1960s that they realised how opal formed the colours.
Yeah. And how does it?
It's the silica balls.
Right.
So it's many layers of silica balls, and the way they have the gaps in between is where the light interacts and refracts off, and the size of the balls depends on the colour that you see. So the bigger the balls, the better, because you get more colours out of it.
You know, sort of sitting back from it, if I sit back now from it, I have got the most blinding light. I mean, you can probably tell yourself, they can see it, the blinding light at the back there. Then when you lean over it, it morphs into something different colours. And it's like little strands of angel hair inside. I mean, Ethiopian opal is the most stunning gemstone. It's just incredible. I think it is one of those gemstones that you just keep looking at. And as I just said before, this is definitely something to take to somebody who is very good at his craft or her craft, and perhaps you know, mess around and do your own design perhaps and say what you want from it. But I think this needs to be done really professionally, because this is really gem set quality.
Yeah.
Really.
It's stunning. £39.95.
I mean, that's crazy. That is just crazy. There's a very high-end one-off jewellery shop in my local town, and they rarely have more than 2 or 3 opal pieces in it. It's nearly all diamonds, emeralds, rubies. And they had an opal in the window the week before last, which was like the smaller one here, in a ring, and it was £2,000. It was in white gold, and it was £2,000. And honestly, the stone is as good as that one was. I mean, obviously, I haven't got it, you know, under a loop. I know you don't use that for coloured gemstones, but that to me, on the eye, looks the best quality that you could ever expect to see from Ethiopian opal.
gemstones.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. I thought they were just with diamonds.
No,
just with
coloured gemstones as well.
Well, as I say, under a
With
loop, I think we will
inclusions.
find that certainly these. And as I say, as I lean over them, that, you know, when Tinkerbell comes out the top of the castle and all that fairy dust, that's exactly what it is in a gemstone.
Yeah.
It's just magical. It's just magical. It's just something about it. Something about. I love opal, but Ethiopian opal is the pinnacle.
It has what's known as sort of a jelly opal effect as well. So it's where the light almost hovers underneath the surface of the opal. It's magical, and it's the way the light's scattered by the.
You know when
material itself.
you've got the windows open, the windows are closed, and you've got a big sheet of glass, and then the sun comes through and it hits the carpet. My granddaughter said, "Oh, Tinkerbell's visiting Nanny," and it is just that. It's all the colours of the spectrum are there on the floor from the light being refracted through the glass, and that's exactly what you're getting in these.
Yeah, now I'm afraid we are over allocated on those. I'm sorry about that. There's only one left, and there is 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 of them in baskets at this moment in time.
Well done, anybody who got them. Let me know what you think of them, and let
Yeah.
me know what you do with them, really
Yeah.
and truly, because then
You will be getting
magical.
3. You will be getting 3. I did try and find an opal. I found an opal.
Yes,
it's
you
just
found a
not
tiny
there.
little teardrop opal
Yeah,
there.
so we'll pop that in there and pretend it never happened. Oh dear. Now, it is kit time, believe it or not. I'm very excited about this one. Very excited. So you're looking at pearls, stunning, stunning pearls, and you're also looking at sterling silver findings pack. Aren't they pretty with the hearts?
Yeah, I mean, there is something about sterling silver and pearls. There's something about sterling silver anyway. I mean, now I've been working so long with metals and things that I can actually close my eyes and if somebody puts me a sterling silver in one hand and the plated in another hand, I know exactly that sterling silver is silky, very tactile. Where the plated just has only a slight coarseness to it. But with pearls, the sterling silver, it's like silks with silks, really.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, and this sterling silver pack is so pretty. The clasp is absolutely gorgeous,
It is,
the
isn't
toggle
it?
clasp
Really
is.
is.
And we've got this gorgeous chain. Now, that was a shock. I've not had that pack before.
The chain in this is fabulous. It's Rolo chain, isn't it?
Yeah,
we're
and
looking at?
it's a little bit like the chain that you've got with the pearl chain that we had.
Yeah.
And it's really significant, that chain is.
Yeah,
You know, that's a bracelet and a pair of earrings there.
It's fabulous. Quite often with the previous packs that we've had, it's just been a basic chain, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
This is a Rolo chain, so you are getting that thick link. They are really sturdy, really strong, and it is... what's the length of it? 8 inches in
Wow.
length is what you're looking at there, so definitely a good size for a bracelet on that one. So it is all 95 sterling silver that you're going to be getting. You shall be getting 15 of the ball head pins, which are 40 millimetres, with a 2mm ball. You'll then be getting 10 of the crimp covers, which are 3x2. You shall be getting 10 of the crimps. You'll also be getting 2 pairs of the shepherd hook earrings. You'll then also be getting a lobster claw clasp, and you're going to get your open jump rings, 3 of those, then that Rolo chain. You're also going to be getting the toggle clasp, which you've
Yes,
just mentioned,
beautiful.
which I will show you in a second because it is very, very, very luxurious. And then you're also going to get a 10-pack of the little heart charms as well. Now, on top of that, you are also going to be getting a strand of pearls. So, there they are. This time it's not potato pearls, this time it's nuggets. Which can also be related to food, isn't it?
True.
Ah. Okay, can I just say, the recording that you've just seen was a different one. It was the incorrect. This is the one that you are actually getting. It's the one that I've got in front of me as well. So the original recording you've just seen, unfortunately, wasn't the right one. This is the one. So this is the toggle clasp that Linda was talking about.
It's lovely, isn't it?
It's really
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, nice bit of decoration on it, which works beautifully. Right size for the pearls, absolutely the right size for the pearls.
Yeah, it is.
And that nice bit of detail on it. Again, that type of clasp you can wear asymmetrically or at the front. You know, you could sort of make even like a lariat style if you wanted to add the chain in with the pearls as well and use that as the loop for the lariat.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm a great believer in using all of these findings. They're so beautiful that, you know, you really need to think about how you use them within the design and give them sort of, not particularly backstage, but, you know, almost centre stage with what you're using when they're this pretty, and they're sterling silver as well.
And that's the thing, if you are wanting to make to sell and you want to be able to say it's 925 sterling silver, everything you use has to be 925 sterling silver. You can't sneak a brass one in there and say it is. It has to be. So to have a pack like this, and it is a 45-piece pack that you're getting, it's a very substantial pack, it's a really nice way to go if you want to start working with the finer quality metals. The pearls themselves are fabulous.
They're lovely, aren't they? I mean, these are large nugget pearls.
Yeah.
Again, the anomalies on them are... I love my round pearls, you know, but I adore what I call, like, I suppose the general generic term is like is a sort of a Baroque pearl.
It is
but
Baroque, yeah.
I adore... I don't want to use the word misshapen, it's in inverted commas, but I adore that type of pearl because that's the way that the pearl trends are going very much from... They sort of started with these type of Baroque pearls, but now they're going quite, you know, into the nucleated and this sort of, and these big fireball pearls and these Edison pearls and all that. And again, China is really aware that pearls are taking off big time. And this is where most of our pearls are coming from or through China. And we are finding more and more that they're keeping a lot for the domestic market because simply now because they want them. I can't blame them for that. So we are, you know, finding it... I mean, I was talking to Marie, our geologist buyer the other day, gemologist buyer the other day, and she was saying that pearls are still out there in quantity to buy, but quality-wise, we're finding we're sort of not struggling, but having to keep an eye. You know, because having to work a bit harder to get them, let's say, because of, you know, the sort of home markets of these various countries, particularly as well in Russia and that, they're going for them big time.
You can find in some instances, talking about quality of pearls, so if they're nucleated, they've got a seed inside them.
Right, yeah.
You can find that the seed is a larger seed, and there's been less time for the nacre to form around it.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're bigger, but if you wear it, you can actually start rubbing the nacre off.
Yeah.
So that's what we're talking about with poor quality.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is the thing. I mean, I know when I went to China a few years ago on behalf of Jewellery Maker, Sheila and I were seeing a lot of these strange shaped pearls that I love them then, but we found here at Jewellery Maker they were a little bit too much at that particular time, which is going back about 6 years. But now fashion and trend and Jewellery Maker customers now embracing them and seeing them that, you know, they are, if you just look at them and just look at the sheer beauty of them, the uniqueness of them, and I think any Baroque pearl gives you that. And again, a Baroque pearl shrieks, I'm natural. I'm a pearl, I'm not faux.
I think that's the one thing that we're going for. We want the individuality, and with a Baroque pearl, it is individual because it's not a perfect round. That is over and over and over again. It's completely different, each and every single one. Different shapes, different sizes. We've got so much choice. £27.95 is what you're looking at for the kit. When you're considering the fact that that is a strand of pearls and a 45-piece 925 sterling silver finding pack. I mean, how much would you be paying for the finding pack on its own?
Exactly.
How did you make those rounds? Are they just jump rings that you've got?
I'm just going to show you actually. I've added again. I've just added some wire, etc., etc. But every time I make a kit up, or any designers here make a kit up, it's very much what am I going to do with this kit, right? When you've got pearls, I think it's slightly easier. But then it's always very much aware of trying to do something a little bit different if we can. So sometimes you might think, well, that's a bit wacky. But it's only because we're trying to bring not the same thing, not the same design, show after show. And also, I think when you've got something that's a little bit outside your comfort zone, you might suddenly think, well, actually, I quite like that.
Yeah.
Or you can be inspired by it, but not to do it exactly the same, but just be, that's what I find. I look at jewellery and I can be inspired by it and just do my version of it, you know. So I decided that with this particular kit, I would add some jump rings, larger jump rings that I got at home, although you can make them. And at least do the necklaces a little bit more of a statement, and then everything else, keep everything else fairly, because you can do that, you see, even with things that are small and intricate, you can big them up.
Yeah, absolutely. There we are. So, are you going to demo?
Right, yeah, okay. Now that necklace there with those sort of rounds and little connectors and jump rings. Basically, I've got some, this is half round wire here, but you can use any wire. You need something that is fairly, sort of fairly firm in its structure. Anything above, don't go under a 0.8. I would definitely aim, if you've got it, if you haven't got the sort of the half round, which is probably a 1mm half round, 1mm, 1.2, something like that is fine. Now, when you're making a necklace like this and you want them all to be the same, then you have to be aware of that, that it's handmade. Under a microscope, they will have marginal differences in them, but on the eye, all put together, they look more or less uniform. So I just used, to form that, you can use a ring mandrel. I've used my Jewellery Maker mandrels. Actually, I must ask if we can get these back, because they come in a pack of, and they're so useful, because, you know, a mandrel is a former, really, and it's really useful, particularly to have this weight, so I will inquire about that. So all I did, so obviously this is going to be the common denominator, this large Jewellery Maker here. So I've got my wire around the edge, and then I am just bringing my, this is quite a strong, because it's half round, so I'm going to turn it round now so that the other side is underneath, so I can actually hold on to that and give that a little bit of a shelf to sit on, and then push down on these two, so that they are basically parallel there, okay? And then I take my flat nose pliers, and just at about, if you look at that round there, at 2 o'clock, I'm going to get that excess wire there at about 2 o'clock on the clock face, and just bring that up, put the initial bend in it, and then turn the flat nose pliers round and take it up again. And then at about 10 o'clock on the other one, actually I've switched it to 2 o'clock again, so because I've turned it round, but it's 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Bring that up in the same way, and bring that up. So that we've got, now we've got this horrible sort of a twisty thing here, okay? So all we do now is straighten that up with our flat nose pliers. And again, what I'm going to do is open it out, straighten that up again, because this is quite a structural wire. You can do this far more slowly than me. So now we've got this round here, and we've got these two odd-shaped coming up. So all I'm going to do now is, so you take more time over it than I can here in the studio. Then at about a centimetre, chop that off. And then a centimetre on the other side, chop that one off. And do be careful, because a thick structured wire can bounce about. So be careful how you do it. I'm just going to straighten that up a little bit with the flat nose pliers again. And what I'm going to do now is take my round nose pliers and bring that up towards me, aiming for that circle there. So again, I'll do it on this side. I'm just going to take my round nose pliers, coming upwards, moving the pliers if you need to, and sort of encouraging it round so that it meets the top. Again, as I say, if you do it a little bit more slowly than I am, you'll get a much better finish. So now we'll straighten that up a little bit there. Right, now these are what we call a simple loop, each of these. They're not a wrap loop, they're simple. Now a simple loop you can open, okay? So what I did then, that's not a very great circle, you can always put it back inside in your mandrel and then round it up again and then pull it out. Still not very round, but as I say, I'm rushing this. Then just pull that open a little. And the beauty of this wire is if you do pull it from sort of the centre here of, you know, the sort of 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock, and then it will expand. Then I'm taking, I think this is about a 9mm jump ring, and I have got somewhere some little, from the previous kit, some featherweight head pins. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to chop off that little bend on the end of that head pin and then pop on the pearl. Find the hole, there she is. Pop the pearl on, okay, and then I'm going to do a wrapped loop on this one. So push away, flick of the wrist, bring it over the top, take the pliers out, put them back where they fit, and just wind around. You can do that quite organically. You can carry it around, or, in other words, when I say organically, you can do more wraps on others. They don't necessarily have to all be the same. It's entirely up to you. And then I'm going to take my jump ring and open it. Okay, always open a jump ring towards you and close it in the opposite direction. Never east to west, always north to south. Then I'll pop that jump ring in that first simple loop there, then pop the pearl on, and then straight through the other one, the other link there, loop I should say, and then push together. Okay, push it slightly beyond, the jump ring is slightly beyond where it should, and then it'll bounce back and it won't come open, okay? Then all I did then was attached another jump ring to it, because if I'd have attached that to the actual chain that I made with jump rings, etc., it wouldn't really give me a fat lot of movement. And also, that elevation of the jump ring there isn't conducive to attaching it as a drop, as a dangle. It'll want a dog leg like that. But if I put it on like that way, you see it's going to hang nicely. So you've got that movement. So that is what then clips into whatever you've got going around the neckline, whether it's more beading or whether it's a chain that you make yourself. And then on the other, I made 4 of those. And then I made a centre one exactly the same as I made that. But I switched. I made one large that I've just shown you, and then I made one a size, what's 2 sizes smaller, and just put that on the top of that one, just so that you've got that drop for the eye to go to. You've got like a graduation then. And then you're sort of seeing what is really quite an urban looking pearl necklace. So you've got, what I like to think of, if you've got that classic pearl look that everybody automatically thinks of, the Audrey Hepburn type of thing, but that you can change it with the way you dress it. So you can get something that is quite contemporary, quite sort of urban looking.
It is very urban.
And very suitable to either a customer order or whatever you want yourself. Incredibly simple to do. And I'm just ever so quickly, going to just, on the other necklace, I've done, which I absolutely love, as to use, just the names escape me, quickly help me out, where you put jump rings inside jump rings and you make a...
Chainmail.
Well, it is chainmail version, but you make a... You'll see when I make it in a minute. It's just completely escaped me. No, it's that sort of rose shape that's in the...
I don't know.
Where you put... It's just escaped me. It's on the tip of my tongue. It's like an infinity thing, but oh gosh, it'll come. Anyway, what you do is open several jump rings, and you can, the larger the jump ring, the more that you can use.
Yes.
Okay. And then the first one, keep it closed. Then the next one, you might get this now I'm doing it. Somebody please text in and tell me what I'm doing. So then you take this jump ring that's open and you pop it in. So I'm going in from the front, and then I'm going to put the jump rings together. Then I'm moving it over. The next jump ring then goes in. The vital part about making this, whatever it's called, is by taking... Sorry? That's the one. That's the one, a Mobius ring, that's the one. Mobius ring, that's the one. So, but the thing about making a Mobius ring is that you have to, every time, go in exactly the same direction as that first one. So it's top to bottom. Just the more you put in, the more that you need to open the jump ring, because obviously you're getting a thicker edge and a smaller middle, as it were. So pick that one up, pop it in. As long as it's going in the same direction, top and out, it will square up. So I just get that next one in, into the space. The whole time you're looking to keep that, and it ends up being sort of a marquee shape in the centre. Get that one in, let's open it up a little bit more. Get that one in, front to back, and then I can get another one in, one more in, and then I think you'll get the general gist of it. But as I say, the most important thing is to making sure you're going into the centre each time, never from the back if you've gone in from the front each time. And then what you can do then is take one more jump ring, which is how I've attached this Mobius ring to the chain, making sure that you've got the Mobius all on the outside, and you can see your centre. You can see, so you must make sure that you go through that centre and push together, and there you've got that sort of that Mobius ring, which is really, really decorative if you want to add into a chain or use as a drop from. So tonight I've sort of really been keen on sort of saying how much the actual... I'm losing my words. It's getting late.
I've lost them a long time
ago. I've lost them a long time ago.
Yeah.
How much the findings can be completely utilised and be a big part of it. I mean, in that we've got the little hearts, we've got a few little pearls, the rest of it are what we call findings, you know. So this is the joy of jewellery making, is it is completely infinite, and it is only as small or as big as your imagination.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's absolutely stunning. The necklace is stunning. Thank you for that.
That's a great pleasure, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, there we are. And we'll learn something new about the name of that as well, Mobius.
Mobius, yes, I did know it, but you know, sometimes you just lose it, and the more you think about it, the higher it goes. There's a cloud up there of lost words.
Probably is.
Yeah.
Now it is star buy time. I'm going to bring you some yellow sapphire. Yellow. Yellow, how are you?
Oh,
Yellow sapphire.
Hello.
Yellow, hello. They are.
They're gorgeous.
They are. They absolutely are. There is no question about it.
And Madagascar, they look like Songhai to me. They're not, but they look like it, don't they?
Yeah. They have got an intense... now, Songhai or Songhai is Africa, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So this is a completely different location, but it has got the intensity that you would expect to see from a Songhai sapphire. So it's yellow sapphire. Now, I know there's a lot of people who've maybe not even realised that there are other colours of sapphire apart from blue, but there is. Ruby is one of them. It is a phenomenal thing to have a yellow sapphire, because the colour is so intense, it's so bright, and it's so vivid. And it's nice to just point out the fact that it says it's only had heat treatment on it, because a lot of yellow and orange sapphires these days have been diffused.
Right.
Which basically means it's been heated up to near melting point. It's had the chemical elements that are required to colour the gemstone, and then that has been absorbed into the gemstone itself. With the yellow and oranges, it's normally beryllium. This has only had heat.
Well, if you think about it, I suppose the heat treatment is only if we'd left it in the host rock or in the ground or wherever longer.
Yeah.
We just sort of
heat treatment is something that is
just bringing the natural thing on a little bit for us to be able to get these beautiful gemstones out of the ground that little bit quicker.
Which is what's nice, because actually with heat treatment, it's quite often not even regarded as a treatment when it comes to sapphires, because it is so commonly used. So the fact that it's actually mentioned is really nice. But the diffusion is a completely different process, and it's normally infuses the colour in, which is nice that this hasn't had that. Especially when you've got the intensity of the yellow that you're getting there.
It's just beautiful.
Just heat on that and that's it.
Just incredible, isn't it? I mean, again, let's get back to this sort of how on earth do you facet that? How on earth do you put the drill hole in it? They are... The joy of these sapphires for me is because sapphire comes in virtually a lot of colours, doesn't it? Sapphire does.
Yeah.
And the joy of this to me is the fact that some of them are deeper in colour than the others, and I like that because it provides the texture.
Yeah.
If they were all the same colour, they would be like a block of, or a wishy-washiness, if you see. So, those apples are winking at me, blinding me. These have got little variants of clarity and depth, and that's the charm of them, I think.
It's the fact it is a very definitive yellow as well.
Exactly.
I mean, it's, you look at it and you think, oh, well, citrune's yellow, but it's not the same yellow.
No, it's not.
The same. This is closer to what you'd expect to see a yellow diamond colour.
Yes, definitely.
Rather
like
than
a cognac
a citrine,
diamond, really, isn't it?
yeah.
Or a yellow canary, It's absolutely beautiful. Again, gems of this sort of stature, I think the first thing I would make before anything else would be the earrings, because I just think a gem like this quality, it does need to move, and it needs the light coming from it from various directions. So that's the starting point.
I'd be quite selfish because I'd want to look at it, so I'd want it as a ring.
Yeah, that's the next
bracelet.
thing. I think the ring, the bracelet, you can see yourself, which is wonderful. But I just think the earrings, for me, are the way to go, because that's when you get the full benefit of the full amount of light from various directions hitting the gemstone.
It is an exquisite opportunity. We don't have yellow sapphire in very often. In fact, if you look at sort of jewellers in general, it's not very often you see yellow sapphire at all. There is only a minimal amount of these, I'm afraid. 16. It's the final 16 chances, and you're getting that opportunity at $49.95, which is amazing when you think about what you're getting. The quality is stunning.
I mean, can you imagine those on in between pearls? Absolutely beautiful, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
You know, a lovely round pearl that we've had on, we've seen this evening and we've seen all weekend, and popping one of those, very simply made piece of jewellery. But that's the type of jewellery that you would see in a window on Bond Street, in its own little window on its own, would be pearl and a yellow sapphire. Pearl sapphire. That's the type of jewellery that would be made. They would, you know, even the most noteworthy jewellery would keep it simple. Definitely.
There's just something completely different.
Well, that's why I think you keep it simple, because it's one of those things that you do gaze at and you do then get the full joy of the gem.
It's so pretty.
They are pretty.
So pretty. Now, next up, ooh, what's this? Oh, bronze-coated pyrite.
Wow, I've never seen bronze-coated pyrite ever.
Have you?
No, I've not seen bronze-coated pyrite ever.
So I wanted to see if your eyes followed it, because you were going along with it for a little bit. You're feeling. There we are. It is a real nice combination, actually, because pyrite's got that metallic-y sheen to it anyway. There you go. And it's got that coating that just brings it really nicely out.
Yeah, I actually think a man would wear that as a bracelet.
Yeah.
You know, even if it was just one on a leather cord or a complete. It's quite a masculine look as well as, isn't it?
I think it'd go quite nicely with the chocolatey colours that you're seeing quite a lot in weddings now.
Yeah.
If you're looking, going for the sort of creams and chocolates. In fact, with pearls, that would be fabulous.
It would. It certainly would. With those, particularly those bronze sort of Keshi pearl that we had earlier.
Yeah.
You could use those with them. Beautiful.
You're getting 120 carats at £6.95. Ay, ay, ay. I am thinking stretchy. And I'm liking the idea of a necklace as well. I like that.
Liking the idea of popping them with bronzite as well for some reason.
Yeah. Bronzite go nicely with it. Antique gold would go quite nice with it.
Definitely. Definitely.
I'm also thinking the Buddha head. The Buddha head would look nice. Now next, you were commenting on these. You've been waiting for these.
Yes, I actually stood in the corridor after I saw them
did
when I was
you?
sitting up there, and I went to find them.
Did you get a sneaky peek?
I went and had a sneaky, and they are exquisite. They are. This is my sort of gemstone. Well, every gemstone is, if I'm truthful, but this is something. These sort of what we used to call concave cuts in the early days. They fascinate me. I just think they shriek class. This is more like a Rose de France.
It is.
for
It's
me,
a very
isn't it?
pale,
Yeah.
light, delicate colour.
It is exquisite. I just love the modern look of that, the way those have been cut. I think it's very delicate. It's very beautiful. Yet it's dramatic and statement at the same time.
So with gemstones, when you're looking at colour, you have sort of a tone scale and a saturation scale. So the tone of a Rose de France is extremely low in comparison to something like a Zambian. So Zambian's got a really deep, rich tone. If you're looking at blues, then think about topaz. Your London blue topaz, that'd be a really deep saturation and a really deep tone as well. This has got a light saturation and a light tone.
They are exquisite.
And look how clean they are
That's
as well.
not. That's not right. That is not right.
Yeah, it's happening.
When
It's
we
happening.
had these in, we used to have three. Okay, slightly larger, but 3 on a strand at £40 a few years ago.
Well, you got a lot more on the strand for a lot
That
less.
is not 12. That is. Oh. I think I've gone to bed, gone home, and I'm having a nightmare. Actually, no, it's
Thank
a
you
fabulous
for involving
dream.
me.
Yeah. I mean, just one of those on that rose gold chain that we had, or on the chain in the findings pack that we've just had, or on that previous chain, that really fluid chain that we had. Just one. I mean, how many's on there?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16.
Oh man, you know, a pair of earrings you'd sell for £20, if not more. I would. I mean, they have the look of stature. They have the
It's
look.
a high-end quality,
It's very
isn't it?
high-end, and it's just the price that isn't.
Clarity,
It's a magnificent
phenomenal.
price.
The look, amazing. Love the banding you're getting within them as well.
Oh my goodness! You
The
know,
colour
you know
banding's
what?
fabulous.
Please, it's the only thing I would categorically say multi-buy on. I really do. I think that price is wrong. I do honestly. I'm saying that from the heart. That shocked me. I thought £29.95, and okay, but that's not true.
It may be wrong, but it's very, very right. Take advantage of these offers. Remember, they are only available right up until... Is it reset at midnight, or it'll be in the morning, won't it? After the repeat. 8 a.m.
8
a.m.
Yeah.
So you have these chances. Get it in your basket. Check those baskets out. Don't forget to do that. Ooh, it's all exciting.
It
Stop
is.
shaking your head, lady.
It is. No, I mean,
Stop it.
I'm really happy that we can get gorgeous gemstones at that price, but it just doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
It doesn't. That
No, I
price
know what
is-
you mean. I know what you mean. See, if I didn't know how we did it, I would feel exactly the same way. Well, you know.
Yeah, well,
But it is still, it's still.
I know it's sort of buying power in that, but I tell you what.
You would treat them. We treat you at home. Because we can. Because we can. How about garnet?
We've had some lovely garnet tonight.
We
haven't
have.
That's another one.
We have. This is more of an orangey garnet, isn't it? So your garnets, with your red garnets. Oh. It's an isomorph. I was thinking of all my morphs now. Oh, they thought I was going to sneeze. It's an isomorph, so I'm not even going to go into it. It's too complicated. But basically, it's the same crystal structure, just with a slightly different chemical composition. So whereas the other ones, it was the same different crystal structures with the same chemical composition, this is the other way around.
Okay, yeah, okay,
that
got
make
you.
sense? Yeah.
Yes, I've got you.
Which is why Garnet
Yeah.
has such an amazing variety of colours. So we're looking here, that's as far as I'm going into it, it gets more complicated, but you're looking at here one of the orangey garnets, which is really lovely. And actually, it's from India, so I wouldn't have expected that. I'd be expecting to have, so this is more of a pyro palmandine, possibly, just a pyro. I'd be expecting a rhodolite garnet from India.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely. But I mean, at the end of the day, I'm shutting up now. That's
£4.95.
ridiculous. That's bonkers. It's ridiculous.
What did you spend £5 on recently?
I went and bought a baguette, and I bought some ham to go on my baguette, and that cost me more.
There you go. There we are. That was lunch from a very well-known arched takeaway-ish place.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just that
Just-
is.
£4.95. Magazines are more than that.
They are. They are. They absolutely are, and most of them are sort of, you flick through looking at the pictures and you're done, aren't you?
Yep.
No, I can't believe that. I mean, that's forever at £4.95, and you could make that into heirloom jewellery. It's
Yep.
that good. With pearls, it would be heirloom jewellery.
January's
definitely.
birthstone as well, don't
Yeah,
forget
it's
that.
my birthstone, and to be honest, if I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't used to like garnet until I started working at Jewellery Maker,
Yeah.
and then came into contact with it, and it has really grown on me, and Zena says the same. I only thought it came in red, and I thought, oh, why haven't I got a diamond? Why haven't I got an opal? Why haven't I
Yeah.
got an emerald or whatever? But now, garnet, that lustrous, that deep, that luxury, that shrieks of India to me. The colours of India as well. That's one of the real. They
Yeah, really,
love
yeah.
their reds and
Yeah.
that out there. It's have happiness and that. You know, so it's a colour of happiness. It's a colour of danger as well. You know, so it's beautiful. Again, how on earth can you? When you think of the processes that has been through, from when it's been got out the ground to being polished and made into, and we sell it at £4.95.
Bananas, isn't it?
Doesn't it? Yeah, absolutely. Oh, bring it on anyway.
There we are. £4.95. Multi-buy. Multi-buy. See, that is a fantastic price point. If you can multi-buy, do multi-buy. I mean, that's pocket money prices, isn't it, for
Yeah.
£5?
Absolutely. I mean, I buy my granddaughters one of those their magazines with a few plastic bits that are free on it. They're £4.95 every time.
Bananas, isn't it? Bananas. Now, oh, hello, I'm going to knock the glass of water over. Lost an opal, knocking water over. It's nice. It is. Oh, very nice. It's not.
Definitely not.
I'm sure that was the one I went
That's
for.
definitely
I'm
not.
sure that, no, it was completely not the one I went for. I did go for 15, not 13. Apologies. Did she say 13?
I don't know. I wasn't listening.
Nobody was listening. 145 carats of black agate. Oh, not a door, but a gate.
A gate. Some people do call it a gate. Not agate. A gate. Potato, potato.
I wondered where we were going with that.
Agate. Agate.
Agate. Agate.
Sometimes how you say it, really.
Yeah. Yeah. Extremely, extremely lustrous gemstone.
It is. It's actually quite a while since I've actually been on a show when we've had any black agate on.
Yeah. It was once
We
upon a
used to have
time
a
one
lot.
that we had a lot, yeah.
Yeah, a lot.
A lot.
A lot.
A lot.
I mean, this is great with pearls. This is great if you
great
love
with
your
anything.
monochrome jewellery. You know, your blacks and your whites and that together. But also, I mean, with the garnet, it would be stunning. And
Yeah.
putting a garnet either side of it. You know, and again, it's the classic little black drop earring to go with the little black dress, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I like the idea of it being a stud as well.
Yeah, and also, you know, since we've been doing sort of textiles and things at Jewellery Maker and sort of sewing with CBs and that, I started to think now sewing onto like a, you know, if you've got a plain little black dress, just very plain, you can just sew around the neckline, can't you?
Yeah.
And then if you go into the shop and see that, that dress then has gone from X amount of money to Z amount of money, hasn't it? You know?
Yeah.
And it's just because it's got some probably glass sewn on it.
It's not even that in most instances, it's plastic, isn't
Plastic,
it?
yeah. Yeah.
That's the nice thing. I mean, we talk about costume jewellery, but isn't it nice to have costume-style jewellery with real gemstones?
Exactly, yeah, absolutely it is.
Yeah, at costume prices,
Yeah.
which is just fabulous. Fabulous. I mean, you're looking at some of the, not even jewellers, we're talking supermarkets,
Yeah.
high street stores, little
Yeah.
areas, and
Yeah.
you're looking at quite high prices for plastic and things like that. Just
Yeah.
for the style. £4.95 for this one as well. Why not? Why not? We've just done garnets at £4.95, so why not
Yeah.
do the agate at £4.95 as well? Becky, are you really tired or something? She's just past the point of no return.
Yeah, she's just literally pressing any button, I think.
Yeah. Are you going on holiday at any point soon? Is that what it is? You're going away on Wednesday. She's always on holiday. It's brilliant. She's going to Paris. Her wording was, "Oh, it's only Paris."
Only Paris.
Only
Yeah.
Paris. I've never been to
The
Paris.
city of love
I'd like
and
to.
romance.
Have you eaten snails?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
I love the
Yeah.
further that you did it then.
Yeah.
They're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lovely with some garlic butter.
Nice.
Nice. I
They're
don't
chewy.
like the digging them out with the sort of digger tool.
Okay.
Bit like you have to have with a lobster, you know, and then you go and it comes out. But they taste nice. They taste a bit like chicken, to be honest.
That's what everyone. Frogs, they're supposed to taste like chicken too.
I've not tried a whole frog, only his legs.
I've tried crocodile,
Yes, I've had crocodile in Africa.
That's like
South Africa.
chicken.
Yeah.
but with a fish-like texture. It's a bit bizarre.
Try getting one of them in your freezer.
Yeah. Now, as I did get the wrong one, I'm going to bring it out again. Oh, my back's frozen. Oh dear. Oh, I think I need to do some yoga because that's going to be embarrassing at some point, isn't it?
It's doing the opal hunt, it's done your back in. Oh dear.
No, I'm fine. I've only been stabbed today once by Linda's bag. Pulled my back. It's all good. 65 carats of amethyst, graduated faceted rounds. Approximately 5 to 8 millimetres, and it's a 14 centimetre strand. Hello, colour.
Yeah, you can see, can't you, the Zambian.
Yep.
Again, the depth.
Yep.
The depth of them.
You can tell instantly, can't you, when you see a Zambian amethyst? It's so rich. It's like seeing a Moroccan amethyst as well. The colour of, I'm sure you've seen Moroccan amethyst.
I've only seen it once.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's funny, isn't it? Those places of heat and mystery, they give out these real, and I call it gem colours, I know what I'm talking about, but, you know, these really deep,
moody.
you know, and they all come from these really sort of mysterious places, don't they? Morocco being one of them. It conjures up, you know. But my friend's son actually sold in Morocco, sold her to a man for 2 camels.
What? What?
That's the truth. Oliver, if you're listening, this is when you were a little boy. He sold his mom to this man that was
He
walking.
sold his mum?
Yeah, for 2. He thought it would be great to have a couple of camels. So he sold his mum. Hence, the transaction didn't go through, but he tried. Yeah, he was only 7. Yeah. Oh dear, that's another story.
Yes, you can take my mum for 2 camels.
Yeah, it's okay. He really fancied. I don't think he thought about how he'd get the camels home, but he was definitely up for it. For a couple of camels.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, you don't have to sell 2 camels for this, I'll say that much. Well, you don't have to sell this for 2 camels. £9.95. No camels here.
No camels have been harmed.
Oh dear. No mums have been sold either. Hopefully. I think I'd be mortified if my little one tried to sell me off.
Yeah, she was a bit.
I think my cat would probably attempt it, in fairness. in fairness. If you've never tried us before, try us for the first time. Don't forget you do get your brand new, gorgeous little packet if you are spending more than £4.95 with us. So you get a little, I want to say envelope, it's not, it's a folder, which has got your DVD in there. It's got little recipe cards in there as well. You also get a findings pack, a beading pack, and your tools. You get 3 tools included in this particular pack, which is round nose pliers, chain nose pliers, and you get your side cutter as well. Yep, there you go. So you're getting all of those in there. So it's basically everything you could possibly need or want to start crafting. All you need to do is get one of the strands that you've seen today and you love and you want to have a go with. Get your jewellery making on the go.
Absolutely, and the best way to start is with rounds.
Oh yeah, yeah. And it's one that you stick with as well. I quite like sticking with rounds. Oh, hello. They call it mellow yellow.
What you got there?
Now I love this stone. So some stones grow with other stones inside them or other minerals inside them, and this is one of them. This is often known as Venus hair, and it's rutile quartz. So you've got golden rutile, which is grown at the same time as this particular gemstone and has been encapsulated by the quartz itself. Isn't that lovely?
It's beautiful, isn't it? It's very soft and gentle.
We don't get it very often,
Lovely
so when
with
we
pearls.
do get it.
Beautiful with pearls.
Yes.
Yeah. You see the rutiles in it.
Yeah.
Put that one there. Real angel hair in there.
Yeah. And rutile is the inclusion that you find in things like star sapphire.
Yes.
It causes that light reflection. It's also what you expect to see in like the cat's eye, gives the tiger's eye gives a cat's eye effect. So it causes asterisms, it causes cat's eye effects, and it gives you the most amazing look in here. I mean, look, you can see the cat's eye effect there, can't you?
Yep.
Has to have the right amount of rutile all lined up in the same direction to get that effect. And it just so happens in this one stone you've got it.
Exactly.
So it's a beautiful stone to have. I've got a lovely necklace with this. It's one that I adore wearing. So unusual. Get it if you can. It's going under 10. Under 10. £9.95, believe it or not. Grab it while you can. It's not a gemstone we find very often, unfortunately.
No,
anything
we
that's
haven't had it for a long time.
No. It is very difficult because if you think about it, it's got to be in the right conditions for it to form. It's not. I know quartz is quite abundant, but quartz with inclusions like this isn't. Nowhere near as abundant as, say, a rock crystal or an amethyst. Yeah, they're stunning. Now, believe it or not, it's that time of night where I have to say it's come to an end. So, Linda, my darling, I got through the whole show without calling you something else.
What were you going to call me?
Sheila.
I got it.
No! That was cruel. That was cruel. Thank you very much for joining me. It's been amazing.
It's been great, Laura. Thank you very much.
When are you
Loved
on
it.
again?
The 20th. Actually, I'm just started working on those kits for the 20th, and it's an what they call under the sea theme day, and I'm really excited with them. They're lovely.
I love the under the sea
Yeah,
themes.
lovely. A lot of scope there.
You've got classes on the go as well, haven't you?
Yes, I'm not sure when my next workshop is actually. That is on my list tomorrow to find out, because it'd be a good idea if I turned up.
Yeah, it would be very good if you turned up. So, we've seen amazing treats and lots of amazing deals. There are still some of them available, so have a look on the website if you haven't already done so, see what's still in stock. Make sure you're checking those baskets out, because as soon as it hits 8 AM, because of course we repeat this overnight, they will no longer be at those prices that you're seeing today. So take advantage of it while you can. Remember, you do have one P&P right up until 12 midnight, so if you buy after that point, you're starting the P&P again. So if you can, check those baskets out before midnight this evening. Now, if you are watching this on the repeat, we're about to go into the morning show. So good morning to each and every single one of you, and if not, thank you very much for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure. Good night to you, Linda, my darling.
And good night to you, my darling, too.
And good night to
Good
you,
night to you.
each and every single one. Mwah.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker Studio, Ivy House, Henley Road, Studley, B80 7DU, and make sure you don't forget your customer number. Get making and good luck. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Did you know that if you go to JewelleryMaker.com and sign up to our mailing list, then you'll receive 10% off your first order with us. We'll also keep you updated with special offers, theme shows, program guides and Jewellery Maker tutorials. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Love Jewellery Maker but don't have an account? You can now purchase items on the Jewellery Maker website through our guest checkout. To do so, select the products you wish to purchase and head over to the shopping basket. Simply enter your email address and select Continue as Guest below. After this, the checkout process is simple. Select your quantity and delivery option and then check out securely. Enter your billing details and either a credit card or PayPal account and proceed to payment. From here, you still have the option to create an account if you wish, making shopping online easier for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
If you have a question or a query for Jewellery Maker, then you